Yeah, I mean, outside is going to outside. And it feels like a day to be outside.
It's a great day to be outside.
It is so nice.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I don't have slides on is because you came for me.
You had your toes out a couple weeks ago. She had her toes out.
You was ready.
So honestly,
she couldn't wait.
when I say I was ready,
There's like a
She couldn't
threshold
wait.
that you're
like
supposed to
the
wait.
sun was out. So
Nah, it's not right yet.
I said sun out. Sun out 50s. New York 50s is like Florida 70s. So I was just ready.
Florida
I was ready.
70s. Nah,
I told you it's a pastor voice. She got a pastor voice.
I didn't mean to drop it
We're
low.
not even 1 minute in.
Okay,
and she already
sorry.
dropped the pastor voice.
Sorry. No, honestly though, I'm ready for the summer, but I'm scared of the summer at the same time because
Why?
I went out with Bridget, what was that, 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah.
We went out, we go to a table. First off, me and her have a whole lot of mutual friends that we didn't know. So we go out, she's like, I'm gonna go meet my friend. We go there, I know the whole table. Next thing you know, I'm buying the table shots. The table has 10 people.
was you tipsy?
Oh yeah, by
Yeah.
then
Okay, yeah.
by
Gone.
then, yeah.
Smacked. Big
I had
smacked.
done brunch, then we did dinner with Joe, then we went there. And so I'm like, my homeboy covered brunch, Joe covered dinner.
Lessons.
I thought it was good. No, because in New York, shots are still $17. So I got that check with the discount, and it was still like $150 for the round.
You was thinking you was down south.
She thought she thought.
$5 shots.
She thought.
$5 Fridays.
Yeah, we were a far cry from happy
I just
hour.
want to know why are shots the same prices as cocktails?
So in
see,
the city,
This is why I'm
it's
happy.
upscale.
This
They got rent to pay.
Right. They sure do. And they just opened. So they taxing.
What?
They taxing as much as they
So
can.
the
they
juice
measuring.
free, they measure.
Right.
And
One
they
jig.
measure.
One jig. Just
Wait.
Yeah.
When I tell y'all, when I moved up here, because I love a good strip club.
Okay. In New York?
No, because they
Oh, I
put
was
the
like,
fucking
where?
bottle in the little contraption that measures your shot.
yeah, it's the jig.
Yeah, but they just pour that thing.
Yeah. To the top. To the tippy top.
To the tippy top. Here, they measure it, and you're paying $17 a drink.
You sure are. You sure are.
I hate it. I
Manhattan
can't.
tax.
So literally right now with outside opening up, it's we want to say $50 an hour to be outside or $100 an hour to be outside.
To leave your house costs $250.
Flat rate.
Flat rate. Whether you taking an Uber
And they've made it that way.
or you
to
parking.
stay your ass home.
Stay your ass home.
And you know what? Just because my budget is going towards drinks, y'all better not say, I didn't expect you to be on the train. Yes, my ass will
I'm
be on
always
that
on the train.
$2.75
I am always
train.
on
Because
the
the way these
train.
$50 Ubers is set up.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you don't be on the train? Oh, well,
No, he drives.
You drive.
I drive.
Yeah.
Oh, you special.
Yeah,
Got
so
to.
yeah, we'll go ahead and introduce
You special.
we'll introduce our fancy friend with the sexy voice now, who drives everywhere.
I drive.
Oh, you got money.
You got money.
You know what? I'll say too, just in a comparison,
Yeah.
I had a car in high school. A car isn't really a luxury when you're talking to guys anywhere
Right.
else but New York.
Right.
Here, wait, you don't have 3 roommates and a car? Oh,
Yeah.
you're my husband now.
Yeah.
You my husband. I ain't got to deal with your mama, your auntie, your
That's
cousins.
funny.
Is it not? And
I
then
mean-
then they hit you with the, well, my mom lives with me. No.
Oh, right.
You still
Times
got
are hard.
baby pictures.
Times are hard. I mean, it's still COVID. You know, we gotta give it up.
Introduce our guest.
So our guest with the buttery vocals.
Yes.
It's smooth, you know,
Yes.
butter on bread.
Warm.
Yeah, warmth. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Ro James.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
the
Hold on,
See,
we got-
to the
we-
See
we
the
gotta
Thing
do
Is
the
pod.
You got a pew for
We got a
me?
pew. But we also have we have an applause.
Chit, chit,
Yes.
chit. Thank you, thank
For
you.
those of you who don't know Ro James, he is a sultry,
Yes.
many award nominated. How many awards have we been nominated for now? Man, a lot. Soul
They're going to
Train.
give me one day.
Soul Train, Grammys. Yes, they are. They're going to give it up one day. They have
But
to.
y'all like the nominations. It's the same thing.
I love it.
I love the
It's great.
nominations too, yeah. I
Yeah.
like the nominations.
Even without the win?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's part of it.
Yeah, I was nominated this year with Robert Glasper, and that was cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I
I loved it.
Glasper too.
Yeah.
I
You
think it
did.
just lets it be like you see me, and I don't even think that it's like I need you to see me, but just to know that you see me amongst what I'm doing, amongst all the bazillions of artists and
Right.
creatives.
Yeah. I feel that way
So
too.
pretty much what you telling them is you on your shit.
Necessary.
That's it.
Daily.
Give it to them.
Claps.
Give it to them. Well,
Pew,
no,
pew,
I was
pew,
gonna
pew.
give you
hand
gunshots for that one.
pow,
Hold on.
I like that. I like that.
First off, girl, I went to the gun range this weekend.
I saw
in Jersey.
Okay.
Because it's not legal here.
No, New York.
They
you can't
have
do
one in
nothing.
Manhattan though.
Wait, where?
They do, and it's
They
an
do.
indoor one in LES, I think.
Don't play.
I think it's in LES.
You gotta be up.
I ain't gonna hold you,
It's
Bridget.
that, and then there's an axe throwing place I want to go to.
Nah,
too.
bro, they hit me with like, the podcast beef is that serious in New York City?
Yo, the way New York podcast,
'cause
like
you was
it's
out there
literally
shooting it?
Listen,
it's Gangs of New York. It's literally Gangs of New York podcast.
Well, speaking of gangs in New York, can we give them a little something?
Let's give them a little something.
What is America, baby? Let's go.
Welcome to See the Thing Is.
Baby, we're here.
We are.
See, the
Feels
thing
good.
is,
Feels good.
let's go.
Hold on. Oh,
Okay.
You wasn't ready.
Don't catch him.
Whipping hard.
This is America. And the only Americans we would like to acknowledge are the ones that were tuned into last night's Earth, Wind, and Fire versus Isley Brothers.
Necesito.
If you were not tuned into that, I can't trust your parents. I can't trust you.
Yeah.
I can't trust anything if you were not at least trying to tune in. Because to be honest, that Triller collab now is mad complicated.
Oh, you don't like?
No, I would rather. It's really hard. Like the Triller app for Apple is trash. I heard, and then the sound quality wasn't the same. It just wasn't as. I don't know.
I would say, however, they stole it and put it on the YouTube because that's how I watched it.
That's how I was
I
watching.
watched it
Also
on IG.
Oh, you still do that?
So
Yeah, I be
Yeah.
feeling like it's too hard to find it. I don't have time
It
for
is.
that.
See what
It
I mean? They made it very difficult. But there were a couple people on YouTube though that live broadcasted the
I
whole
went
thing.
to the Versus
Yeah.
IG.
They had there were some
She
people
said you
that
still
just
do that?
I mean, I didn't know we still watch
Are we
verses
still watching?
like this.
Well, you see what had happened was I was watching something else at the same time. Multitasking.
How you did that?
What were you watching?
What were you
on
watching?
TV, you mean?
I was watching the Bridgerton thing. That
Okay,
I had to
Bridgerton.
catch up.
How
Yeah.
you watching Bridgerton? You actually have to pay attention though.
See, my vernacular for paying attention to two things at the same time.
All right,
is
all right.
definitely
There is
exquisite.
different-
Look,
it's a different
exquisite.
capacity. Exquisite.
Nah. I was watching it on the side because I tuned in extra early when Steve was still introducing, and I was like, let me come back.
Oh, Steve. The way that Steve.
Was excited.
I mean, we all know
I
what
know,
we're gonna
Steve.
get.
Yeah,
Like we all
yeah.
know we're like hosting and over talking and sharing stories that really were extravagant and most of which probably never happened is Steve Harvey's ministry. Like that's his ministry, dead ass. Like
So wait, you saying Steve be lying?
I feel like some of the stories are embellished. But think about it. Like think about everybody has at least one person in their family that will tell a story and it's a little embellished. And you're like, did you really? He's like, man, I had to take a horse and carriage and then 2 buses and sit in the back because it was a freedom ride
And got
to get to
swallowed by
the
the whale.
record store
I got you.
to find this vinyl that they were making in the back where they also
I didn't hear
make
the
mac and
stories.
cheese. Like it was a whole extensive
I think
story.
he's a passionate fan.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I love the fact that they incorporated that aspect of this verses to it because, all the other verses have been people that were a lot younger, except for Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight. Everybody else was a lot younger.
I
so.
like what they're doing with the verses because it's allowing, it's bridging the gap. Mm-hmm. And I feel like a lot of younger art, even if they do like a Jodeci and H,
Yeah.
God bless Dino,
Right.
but Jodeci and H-Town, that would have been fire. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it gives us, and it brings people
Boyz
back
II
to
Men.
what you love. Or
Yeah.
Boyz II Men.
Ooh,
and,
I would like that too.
I love that.
I mean, I will say, all right, y'all was right. Y'all shitted on me for about a week.
For what?
Because I'm younger. So
She was born in 2006.
So you don't know a lot of the
I'm not gonna
songs.
lie.
Right.
I
Which is
didn't.
true.
I didn't know a lot of songs. I also didn't know there were so many members. When Reezy was here, we saw
Right.
that there was Earth, Wind, and Fire had so
Right.
many. I was like, dang, they got 20 records. Oh yeah, I tried it. But then this came on, and I was like, I feel like because my man is old, I enjoyed seeing all the little salt and pepper, more salt than pepper. I was like, give me that sodium. But I was watching it. And
Ronald Isley.
Do you see that salt, baby? He came in.
I got a
He looked
jacket
like
like
bro
that.
with the jacket
I got
with
a
the
coat
shades
like
on
that.
too.
Ronald Isley.
I love it.
Can I just tell you what a beard does to a man? Because that don't look like the same man that I knew
It don't.
it being
It
Ron
changed him
Isley.
up. but he's reinvented. I like
This right here is
You
Look
think
at
he got?
that.
You think he had a facelift or something?
no.
His face look different,
no,
bro.
It's this with the chinchilla for me.
That shit's soft too. You know
It looks soft. That's how
Plush.
you know it's soft. It looks
Plush.
soft. Like I didn't even know that it was Ron Isley when he first came out. I was like, yo, who is this sitting with Ernie? Like, who is this? Who's this? Where's Ron?
Who?
And I thought maybe Ron was gonna make a separate entrance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come in with the cane. You know what I mean? Be all suave, debonair. No, your boy was posted up on the couch. As soon as I saw the
enjoyed
cane, I
it.
was like,
I saw him
shit,
the
it's
other day.
Ron.
I was like, he looks different.
He
bro.
is almost, guys, for those of y'all who are young like me, he is almost 80 years old. That's what
That's
80 look
beautiful.
like.
Bruh.
Clap it up for the
That's
man.
Clap it up for the Isley
is that what
brothers.
80
That's a
looks like?
legend, bro.
That's what 79
When you think
looks
about their
like?
music, it's legendary. It's like icon. It's blueprint.
They were talking about their first like song, their first hit record. And they were like, oh yeah, well, how long? Steve asked, like, well, how long have you been making music?
Mm-hmm.
And literally Ernie had to sit there for a second and you could see him in his mind trying to go back. And he was like, I think about 62 years. I was like, yo, you've been making music for 62
That's a
years?
beautiful-
Well, there was
tumultuous
something. I think I saw something
Like-
on Twitter. There was like 43
But can you imagine-
albums or something.
Yeah, 43 albums? Like,
Yeah, that's insane.
in 62 years, right? Mind you, the beautiful thing about this verses, which we haven't seen in any other verses, is listening to all of the songs that have been sampled and we probably didn't even know.
And we caught the sample, like,
yeah,
wow, oh, that
we
was a
didn't even
sample.
know. Like I didn't even know some of the
Well,
Ron
I did.
Isley.
I'll be trying to research the sample. I
Well,
love that.
well, listen,
I
my
didn't
man
know
did
that
the
they wrote
research for me.
Shout. I didn't
I
know that
love
they
that.
wrote Shout. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. That's crazy to me. Like it was crazy to me that I didn't know that first
Long
of all.
on it.
But yeah, like thinking about how many songs have been
different type.
sampled and licensed and listen, let the record show.
So
Do not sell your publishing, artists.
Can I give you a couple of the
Never
songs
sell
too
your publishing.
that sampled Earth, Wind, and Fire for those of
Still
y'all
ain't
who,
done a pub
nigga
yet.
what? Nigga who? Jay-Z, sample. Friendly Skies, Missy Elliott and Genuine. Live Now, Nas.
Sampled.
These are all samples.
Yeah,
These are all
yeah.
samples. So one of the other tweets, and I actually sent you, if you want to get into publishing, y'all are artists, so y'all know the importance of like
I
just
know.
keeping it. Hold on, because there was one.
I mean, I just got mine back, so
and it took you a while to get that, but
yeah,
you got
12
it.
years, 12 years.
Got
But
it.
you know what? No, but I mean, and we'll get into that too because I do want to talk about Cameron on Drink Champs, and he mentioned that.
But
He was
so
talking about
In
publishing.
Between the Sheets has generated at least $10 million in the 90s just from artist sampling.
Just in the 90s.
Just in the 90s.
What year did Between the Sheets come out?
Come on, Scream Man.
Scream Man.
Yeah.
83?
Oh,
Parks at
Parks,
83.
Parks at
beautiful, man.
83.
So
Bro.
7 years later,
And for a whole decade, $10 million.
7 years
You
later.
gotta make music that transcends time. Like it's beyond. It's classic.
Can I ask both of y'all, do you think that that's the type of music we're still getting today? Do you think
No.
anything is classic or trendy? Are we getting anything now
I think
that you feel like would be like this?
you,
Go for it. You go first.
well, you know what's crazy? I feel like the artists that are making that music, 1983, Between the Sheets came out. Yeah, so 10
Parks.
years later,
Parks
it made
knew.
10 million. I know. Go ahead, Parks.
Let's go, man.
Parks always Parks be knowing.
He got the fun
We gonna
facts.
clap it up for
Parks
Parks.
be knowing.
Got it.
Parks is our music Wikipedia.
Parks was like, you better respect my name. Yeah, what do you
I think the artists that are timeless now are inspired by music that sounds like the Isley Brothers, like Bruno.
like the Bruno? I was gonna say
yeah,
that.
Bruno Mars, Anderson
Miguel,
.Paak, Miguel.
yeah.
Like they're the musicality. I mean, even John Legend. If we keep into the
Bootsy Collins, all that,
Bootsy
yeah.
Collins. Yeah, like they're all inspired by.
All right, I'm glad you said
I
the
love
Collins
Bootsy
part.
Collins, bro.
All I heard was Boosie, and I was about to be like,
she said.
Right.
okay,
Who else am I
Collins,
thinking
okay.
of? Leon Bridges too. You
I
know
love
what I'm
Leon.
saying?
That's bro.
Leon makes music that sounds like Sam Cooke vibes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's still
That's Cynthia husband, right? Or ex baby daddy?
Who that?
Leon Bridges?
Nah.
No.
Don't do that to my
No,
bro.
I'm trying to think
Who's
of
Cynthia?
He ain't nobody
Cynthia
baby
from
daddy.
Real Housewives of Atlanta.
You mean isn't she married to Peter?
Oh no, that was a long time.
If you don't get out of here from Leon from the 5 Heartbeats,
Oh, that's what I'm talking.
That's who you were thinking
Oh,
of?
is that not? No, that's what.
Leon from the 5 Heartbeats?
take a
That's
sip. Take a
Oh, I'm
sip.
gonna take a sip.
I'm taking it. Nah, man.
But bitch, the
Don't
fact
you-
that you said.
She thought that
don't
was
do me
Leon
wrong.
Bridges.
Wait, who are y'all?
Wait,
Oh.
Leon was married to Cynthia from
That's
Housewives?
her baby daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, they weren't married though.
What you mean?
No, maybe.
Well, she's
I'm
on
not
Real
sure.
Housewives, so I'm like,
Oh,
wait a
Leon
second.
Robinson. That's who I was talking about.
David Ruffin.
Don't do me wrong.
David Ruffin. She thought David was David Ruffin. She thought it was David
This
Ruffin.
what we doing? Bro, listen, y'all. I'm just be trying to talk.
Woo, you're off to an amazing start.
She truth telling.
I
She
told you,
telling.
she telling herself every week.
And we love it. We love it here.
All right,
Tell more.
It's okay. You know what? Leon is not a very common name, and that's actually
That's the only Leon
that's the
I know,
only Leon
baby.
you know. Fair enough. Leon Bridges. Some of these artists really are making R&B music that sounds like this
I
classic,
agree.
timeless music.
I think it's getting back to that, which is very interesting because it was not popular for a long time for artists. I feel like I put myself into that classic sound. That's what I aim towards, classic music. What's gonna be forever.
Yeah.
What's soul, what's not just urban,
Yeah.
but it's world for the whole world. So I feel like you just said, Anderson .Paak, Bruno, Jasmine Sullivan's new project is bringing back that like soul, Aretha.
The Hotels project?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think on what's the sit on? I want you.
Sit on it.
Ari, yeah.
I love her voice in general. I love
I do
Ari.
too.
I
Ari's
love.
another one to me.
Summer
that's gonna be-
Walker, if she
I love
can get
Summer.
past
I
all
love-
her just...
She's living
No, I
life.
mean, well, her music
Her music is great.
Is great because she speaks to the
She's
younger
real.
generation, but she
What are you talking
in
about?
her storytelling, Summer Walker.
I feel like Summer's just being honest and her true self right now, and I feel like we need that as far as
I think her evolution.
artistry.
Yeah, I think her musical evolution will cement her.
She's fire.
Yeah.
I
already.
will say the problem
Yeah.
with her is, and this wasn't even on the outline, but I'm gonna throw it out there. She just came out talking about how much she hates her job.
Who that?
Summer Walker.
Well,
And I
yeah.
think that she constantly says how much she hates the industry, she hates the job. I think it has more so to do with privacy now than anything, especially because she has had her baby. But I wanted to
We
ask.
about to talk, or we about to
Yeah,
talk?
oh no, we can talk.
to talk.
Oh no.
All right, let's talk.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh no, because I wanted to ask. I mean, we talked to Bridget says all the time when she came up as an artist, the visibility, the privacy that artists had at the time is not what it is now.
No.
Right.
And I mean, I'm
We
not gonna
weren't-
like I said, we
weren't
get called out for
groomed.
being on the trains as podcasters. They expect you to live a certain way. They get into your relationship, which is why we talk about all the time oversharing on social media.
We weren't groomed to share that stuff. We just weren't. Like anybody over the age of
didn't have
30.
to.
No, anybody over the age of 30 who was an artist who released music in the last 10 years, 12 years, we're not groomed to share all that shit. We were not groomed to use social media as
Nah.
well, and more so use it the way that it's being used now as a marketing tool. Now marketing, the only marketing and advertising is oversharing.
Yeah, but that's the thing too. I feel like, and we've kind of talked on this. I don't think that you
Like
could
Summer
be
Walker is
considered
24 years
But
old.
you can't be even considered
Think
an
about
artist
who-
without sharing that much of yourself. Look at Cardi. Cardi became famous because she overshared. I think that you have the Summer Walkers, the Aries that
But she was also on reality TV.
Correct. Cardi was oversharing before she had
She was
artist
already
fame.
on
Okay.
reality, so
She
you
was
tapped
already-
into who she was before,
Correct.
and you liked. I remember looking at her on
Instagram.
and
Yes.
laughing because I thought she was
She
funny
was.
as
I was
shit.
following her when she had
At the
over
strip
1 million
club.
followers. When
was
she would
funny to
literally
me.
be at work at the strip club
when she was doing all that
Yes.
shit. I love that shit. It was funny to me.
Listen.
And then to transcend that into music, it just gave her the personality.
Yep.
And it gave her the music. And it's like, oh, I associate you to the funny, but I also associate you to the music. But then now you have...
You need both, though, no?
All the elements. Now she has a baby. She will offset. Like, So it's like, it's something to tune into.
But it's also now because she is compensating with work, right? She's compensating with all the projects that she's doing. Whether
She's
it's
capitalized.
yeah,
off of her
whether she's doing her collab with Balenciaga or she's releasing new music and giving you behind
She
the
got a
scenes
collab
footage.
with Balenciaga, bitch?
She modeled
She
in
got a lot of
Balenciaga.
things
She
going
modeled
on.
in Balenciaga's campaign.
But it's about social. It's about being present and visibility.
But-
everybody's looking. People
but
are paying
also
attention.
when the work is that extensive, you can compensate for the overshare of personal when you have a lot of work stuff going on, right? Like we don't know anything about Zendaya's personal life.
But I love her.
We love her though,
Yeah.
and she's got movies. She's doing interviews about her movies. She's on TV shows. She's an activist. Like there's a number of other things about Zendaya's life that we know and we celebrate,
But perhaps
but
she has
not
the
her
right
personal
people
shit.
around her though, because I feel like what they're grooming her for is like those classic actresses and actors, and I appreciate that. That's what.
Yeah.
I feel like the overexposure takes away from that because it's like, oh, we know what you're doing. We know what you're up to. But Zendaya, it's like the mystery.
I think it's all about who you got around you right now because
It's definitely the people around you.
And this, again, something else I'm going to shoot out there. Young Miami, I'm going to just pray for you because I don't know what JT is out here doing with Lil Uzi, but embarrassing all of the hot girls. I don't know if you see what's going on.
No.
I mean, if we think about even QC and what they've built over there and their talent that they have, oh my God, it just sucks because their whole camp right now, outside of Lil Baby, is just, you got the Migos with all the shit they got going on, and we'll definitely get into that because y'all know.
I love it.
It's life, but I don't know. I think a lot of these things work more against you than work for you. Yes, all publicity is good publicity, essentially.
What's the bad part?
Nigga, domestic violence.
But he didn't
What do you
hit
mean?
her.
What? All right. Is this where
That's
we're
where we
going?
going?
Hold on, this is where we going.
Time out.
Scream man,
Time out.
please pull up the video. Nah, this is where we going.
Maybe I didn't see the hit part.
Oh, you didn't see?
So we got to be hit for it to be.
So,
But I do. But listen. I am a man coming into this now.
Yes.
Hello.
yes.
Come on.
Hello.
Come on.
I feel like when you're passionate in a relationship, I think that both parties, y'all don't act like you ain't never got in a man's face or put your hands on him because you were mad. Okay.
Never okay though.
It's never okay on any
Never
part.
okay. But that's the only point.
I've been in that.
Yeah, me
so
too.
therefore,
Bro,
for
you
one,
really about to introduce. Hold on. I need you to be very
Time out.
ready to stand on this.
I will be. I'm not gonna look right now, but I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
Say what you gonna say first. Yes.
Pause the video, man.
One time, I went to a party, and my boo, she was with me, and I was talking to another girl, but she was my homie's girl, and she didn't know. And we were just having conversation, and we was like, yo, we got to do something. We got to work. She's like, take my number. We exchanged information. My girl's in the corner fuming, right?
Understood.
And I'm like, yo, chill. Like, you know what I do. I'm an artist. This is what it is. Fast forward. My bag and my shit is in her car. She leaves with my bag, my keys to my car, my keys to my house, my wallet, my money, all my shit. Right? She goes through my shit. And she finds some things.
As we do when we go searching.
Which is not your business. Stay out my shit.
Okay.
However.
That's some Scorpio shit.
But then.
Bro is a Scorpio down to from head to toe. Scorpio down. Just so y'all are
Don't
clear.
touch my shit.
Okay.
So
All
then,
right.
not only
Mind your
does she
business.
not answer my phone calls, she goes into my house, use my keys to go into my house, to leave my bag inside the door of my crib, right? So I'm flying home. I'm pissed. I'm in an Uber because I had to leave
How did
my
you know
car in
she
the
went
city.
to the? How did you know she went?
Because
to
she
the
told me.
Oh, she's like,
like, your
fuck
bag's
you,
in your
da, da, da,
house.
da. Oh.
Yeah, bitch. All right, so I go.
So where are the house keys?
All right.
Where are the house keys? Now I'm like, wait, where are the house keys?
She used them to get into my house, so she left them there for me.
Okay, wait. I
Hold
need
up,
to. Can you
Petty.
reach the climax?
There-
Because I
I'm
want to see
getting
where
there.
this goes.
So I get to the house, and she comes back. She leaves, then comes back. Talking about she found a condom in my bag. Cool. Okay.
Cool.
You ruined all my shit, poured all my shit out.
Okay.
So now she's in my face and we're tussling, and I have to shake you because you are losing it.
To shake
You didn't
you.
put yourself. You
What
don't
show?
touch me.
What stand-up comedian was like? You had to just shake him.
Hey,
I
but
think
you
that was
can't
Kevin
hit.
Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Well,
You just
listen,
gotta.
and it's like stop that shit.
I've definitely been shook.
And don't
before.
touch me. But then it gets crazy. So what I'm seeing,
Okay,
is
no,
possibly
so
in this
start over.
display of passion,
Possibly. A
in
display of
passion.
Hold on. Watch the video now.
Watch
Okay.
it real quick.
Okay.
Guys, so if y'all are not...
Don't take my shit. It probably got diamonds and money in it. You knew that.
Look.
You knew that bag. That's a Peloton. That's don't touch mine.
Not the Peloton. Is that a crate?
Yes, it's
So
diamonds.
it's-
No, it wasn't
Okay,
diamonds.
you don't
Hold
know.
on. So apparently,
Uh-huh.
it has come out that this was a game system. That's what they were
Maybe
fighting
he's
over.
passionate about gaming, and she knew that would break his little heart. And he's like, don't touch my game.
Clearly, it's a lot of games being
Okay,
played.
so
But listen,
wait.
it is games
There's a
being
lot of
played.
games being
There's
played.
a lot of games
But
being
yeah,
played.
but so why do you, okay, so why would you, wait. So if you know that that's a trigger, and you know it's going to start a fire, why would you go touch my game system and you know that's my shit because you planned on doing some bullshit to it?
Okay, so here...
Or using it as a ploy to get whatever the hell you want, or to to get your attention, and whatever it could be.
Okay. Well, I want to start by saying first, anyone who saw the video,
and I love Sweetie, and I don't condone domestic violence of any sort. So I'm just. A
little shake is it's a little too much for me.
Hey, no.
So
we'll get back to that
because so I will say if we're gonna talk about what domestic violence or physical abuse or any of that looks like, I do want to say 100%. As Bridget and I talk all the time, y'all know we protect women at all costs. However, we also believe in accountability over here.
Absolutely.
100%.
And I don't. Unfortunately, when that video started, the first swing we saw was from Sweetie.
Yep.
So yes, he tossed her. That's the thing. See, and we see them tussling outside of the elevator. Then he throws her. To me, being thrown, being tossed, being shook, being.
Can I just ask something honestly?
Yeah.
So
yes.
do you think that he should have just let her take it?
So I want to respond to that. So a lot of times in the way that boys are raised, if it's the right way, it is always to not put your hands on a woman
at all.
My problem is in the upbringing of women, there's so much more emphasis on us protecting our sexuality that there is no conversation regarding our abuse to men.
Right.
How we talk to them, how we trigger them, and us putting our hands on them. We antagonize them. And again, I don't condone violence between either party.
Right.
But I wanted to go back to what you were saying because I want to read Adrienne Broner's response. I ain't seen nothing wrong in that video. If you ask me, that's black love. If me and my no, because this goes to even what you were saying, Rob. He says, that's black love. If me and my significant other don't argue like that, then I don't want her because I'd rather have somebody who might punch me while I'm asleep before I take beautiful women who go sneak off and fuck another nigga, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, Adrienne Broner is toxic, but I wanted to go back to what you were saying.
It's the black tough love for me.
The black tough that's awful, first off. But I want to go back to what you said. Because you said that there's passion sometimes in arguments. And I also want to eliminate, Bridget, you and I have talked so much about the idea that love has to be toxic. Me and Bridget, and I love real quick that y'all love us loving men right now because we are both with black men and we talk so highly of our partners.
Of course.
But also we're not in toxic, verbal, abusive, sexual, no type of that abuse in relationships. And right now, this is what's being pushed.
But
the agenda
I will
of toxic love.
I will say what has fueled some of this energy, unfortunately, is the fact that we are number one existing in cancel culture. We're existing in Me Too culture, which also encourages the side and the perspective and the viewpoint of the woman to be taken a lot more seriously into consideration. Now, a lot of the responses to this have been really upsetting to me because
upsetting to me and my homegirls.
More so, but it's true because we've normalized that type of behavior, right? Like it's literally giving up. But did you die? It's like, yo,
that's literally what it was giving.
Meg the Stallion got shot in the foot. It's like, and she had to post. It wasn't received differently though. She still had to post pictures of her stitches from the hospital.
And people didn't believe her.
And people still didn't believe her and was like, nah, free Tory. We still rocking with Tory. And then, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so what is it? Like, I'm convinced that there's no level. Like, we really, literally, as women, have to die in order for anybody in the public eye to be like, you know what, that might have been a little bit much. Because in my mind, right, because I was in a situation like that where it got physical a couple times with my ex in my 20s. Like, yeah, he pushed me, I pushed him. I'm from New York. Like, if you put your hands on me, we're gonna
fight.
We gonna fight now.
Even that to me, like,
it's too much.
It's too much.
But that's what I was gonna say though.
But it's been normalized, and now
it is.
It's rather
this
than
is black love.
Nah, I will say this. It's not. I don't see that as black love. I do realize that all the presentation that we've seen, that it is a violent, tumultuous situation, and it's beating, and it's not always that. What happens is I feel like I've been in the gambit of relationships. I've been in really chill and too nice relationships.
What is too nice? What is a too nice relationship, bro?
Too nice is where it's just like there's no excitement. You're just nice.
You want drama.
Not drama. No. I
No.
don't mean it like that. I mean just like be I don't know. It's about the energy. Like some people
Sometimes
are
it's
just
not passionate.
Okay. Some
Okay.
people are just complacent and their energy is just amazing and you're good and we can have great sex and it's just chill and and you're gonna wake up and
Look at
life is
Mandy's
great.
face.
Which is
Wait,
beautiful.
because
Listen to
I'm
me.
like, that's been my
Nah.
relationship. I literally just told her, me and my partner pretty much have.
But
yet
have you
to
ever been
argue
through
in
the
a year.
bullshit?
No,
You've
not
never
even-
been through the bullshit.
So real quick,
That's
I was a
crazy.
side bitch for a long time.
Okay, so
I
you've
ain't
been
never
through the
really
So
bullshit.
she's been through the bullshit.
So you've been through the bullshit.
But no,
So
as
however,
as a side bitch, I feel like I haven't. That's the problem too. I will say.
but you was a side.
Yeah,
But there was no drama on her
So
side.
there's no drama on my side.
The drama might have been at the home. It wasn't
maybe at home, but
between
I
her.
ain't got to deal with you and your kids. I ain't got to deal with you and how you pay your bills. I don't have to deal with you and whatever the triggers are to men that
I'm
bother
talking
them.
about a real relationship where you
I'm in it
are
now.
the center
She's
of the relationship.
She's known me now for a year with my man.
No.
We haven't argued since we met.
And that's beautiful. And sometimes you get lucky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
sometimes you meet people who everybody raised different. You know what I mean?
That's
and
what
I
I'm
move
saying.
around. I've lived everywhere. I've traveled, so I'm meeting different types of energies, and some energies don't match with your frequency,
Right.
And it causes a rift. And I might be stead on this. I'm a Scorpio too, so I'm a little bit
Told
more.
you.
Just stay far away from you. Then.
Nah, but I'm a good kind.
No, there's no
there's
good
no
kind.
good
That's a
kind.
lie.
There's no good. There's
Don't
no
do
good
that.
Scorpios.
I'm not done. All right. So what I was saying,
I'm listening.
I know that there are tumultuous relationships, and sometimes we get in them, and there's these attachments that we build with those relationships, and we think that the drama is passion, or the drama is.
I want to ask both of y'all.
something that you link with, but
when you know
gotta
it's
know when to
drama,
let go.
and that's what so that was going to be my question.
You gotta know when.
To both of you. You're in a toxic relationship, whether it's emotional abuse, physical, whatever the abuse is that you're enduring as partners. What makes it hard to leave when
I
you
was just
know
about
it's
to
not good?
ask you.
Yes,
I was
that's-
just about to. Well, you just said that you haven't been in that many
No,
relationships. So for
and-
me, and asking
Yes.
you have
Yeah.
never been with somebody that you know you can't be with,
So
but
the
you don't
thing-
want them to fuck nobody else, and you like
I
it's
know.
it's here with us,
Which is it's
but
selfish.
that's young shit,
It's
and
young
it's
shit.
selfish.
It is young
But
shit. We
it's
aunties
also
over here, bro.
But it's also
We learned.
being able to understand, like really separate going through shit and creating shit to go through. We talked about
Yeah,
this a
we did
couple
talk
weeks
about
ago.
this.
Like creating like the fluctuation. Life
You
is
need
hard
the balance,
enough.
though.
Life is hard enough as it is. Relationships, for the most part, should not be hard. They shouldn't. Relationships should not be hard. Their work, of course, it's maintenance. Think about it's hard to be a woman. It's hard to be a man. Like
It's hard to be a person.
It's hard to be a person.
It is.
So life is hard. You know what I'm saying? There's not going to be any aspect of life that's going to necessarily be easy. Some things might be smoother than others, but everything is seasonal. Everything is seasonal. Where some relationships go through hell. Family members pass away. Jobs get lost. The couple ends up having a kid unexpectedly, and now they got to make some financial adjustments. Like a lot of life things just happen. Like COVID, we were just talking about this. The pandemic has broken people up and brought people together like we've never seen. Right?
yeah.
Oh, everything was tested. Everything was pressured. Everything had pressure on it. So in a situation like this, and also even in my past situation, like I couldn't make the distinction between defining love based on the heartbreak and based on the drama and
Blueprint shit.
understand what shit to really thug out and really be patient about and be patient with, right? Because sometimes we go through unnecessary struggles. We put ourselves through shit knowing that it's not really what we want to go through. And if you don't, here's the thing, right? Understanding that you don't want to go through something and understanding that you don't want to go through something with that person are also
Exactly.
two very different thoughts.
I was gonna
That's the
say,
thing.
Bridget, the thing that how I look at it though is too.
like, I'm not interested in growing. We talked about this.
Well, I was even gonna talk about just us.
Yeah.
As women, and maybe even you with your homeboys. Our friendship is so easy.
Yeah.
A lot of times our friendships are easy. Our relationships technically should be just as easy. There's still a relationship. You're still with someone else from a different upbringing, from a different family, maybe with different views. The problem is, of course, unfortunately, as women, we feel like we have to change who we are to be with men or come across as a certain way to our men. So a lot of times,
tolerate shit that we would never
shit
tolerate from our friends.
ever. Oh my God.
Oh, so,
I ain't
yeah.
gonna hold you, bitch. You
Hell
cancel
yeah.
on brunch, we got a problem. But a nigga cancel on 2 dates, I'm still gonna let him slide and we go plan for a third one.
Correct.
Why?
Why?
Why? We
Why are
hold
we like this?
I feel like it's easier to hold the friendships with people.
Right.
And that's the problem too. A lot of times relationships don't start off as friendships.
Right.
They start off as
Well-
sex or intimacy.
Yeah.
That's where it becomes complicated
But
because
to
we talked
be-
about it, bruh. You ain't gonna be my friend.
Right.
And we fucking.
But to be honest, even watching that, right? Like as much as we can literally take all the context and all of the potential possible scenarios surrounding and circumstances surrounding the video that we watched. Even if that's the first time that they might have ever gotten physical like that with each other, that might have been the first time.
And it's too much because
it's
it can
already it's a foundation for shit to go
So
left.
do you think, okay,
Talk
and then
to me.
we'll get back to the love shit.
Yes.
But do you think that there's repair from here?
No.
No.
I don't
And-
think that there should be, because I
That's-
think that there's still
talk to it,
necessary
Bridget.
growth. There's still necessary growth that needs to happen on his side and on her side. Because
Right.
be clear, I feel very strongly about this,
And
right?
then to be honest, we don't know. We ain't in the
Right, I'm not
relationship.
in it. So I just know the beginning. This is how far y'all are willing to go over a fucking PS5.
Right.
Imagine something really that's way more consequential in life. You know what I'm saying? Imagine something that's that could be an even bigger deal, an argument while someone's driving in the car. Do you know what I'm saying? It can the likelihood of it escalating even further is way higher than if they walk away and say, you know what? I got some things I got to work on myself. I got some things I got to work on myself.
But bro, I want to answer your thing.
We can
too.
revisit this later.
You said, is there any room for repair of this? I do want to say that majority of women who experience some sort of physical abuse, it takes them about 7 times before they leave. Secondly, this is not only physical abuse, but this also includes emotional abuse. And what's crazy is,
and it's on both sides. Let's be clear.
it's on both sides.
It's on both sides. It's not just.
It's on both sides. I'm not saying it's one side, but I will say too, they both came out and said this happened over a year ago. When Sweetie announced that she was single, she actually spoke to him cheating and showing attention and affection to other women as really what was her boundary and her breaking point. So she stayed a year after this.
Right.
This happened a year ago and she did stay. It was the cheating that became the boundary of, okay, you crossed this. I can't deal with this, because that was the emotional abuse she would not withstand.
Right.
If we're going to stay on relationships and we're
For a
going to talk
second.
about abuse for a second, I wanted to bring up, did you see the clip circulating, Ro, about respectfully cheating?
I did.
You did. I wanted to play it. So for those of you who may not be on Black Twitter, because bitch, it was a topic for about 2 days, I want to play this topic because if we're talking about any sort of abuse, of course cheating is, but sometimes cheating is, we trick ourselves. I wanted to play this. Again, this is from Megan James.
Also, I love Megan James in real life, so I just.
I just know
I'm
she threw them hands on Bad Girls Club. That's all
I'm
I
ready
know.
to.
I'm not familiar.
But do you want to fight?
Yeah.
But do you wanna fight?
Megan James is my bitch, and she is with all of the shits, and I respect her thoroughly. So I'm very curious to hear the takes on
Yes.
this.
So I want to play this take for y'all that may not have heard it. One moment.
I'm gonna get the perfect man. But I'm just saying, like, he gonna have some issues. Like, everybody got issues.
So are you accepting to him cheating? If he gonna cheat?
To be honest, I believe in cheating respectfully. I never tell my man, like, oh, you can go cheat on me.
So cheating respectfully to me is cheating where I don't find out, is having control over your other women, is using condoms and not having babies. Like, cheat respectfully, because believe it or not, your man is cheating. I'm not leaving my man.
Believe it or not.
I'll only leave my man for three things. You bring me home an STD, you have a baby on me, or if you gay. Everything else is like outable for me.
I mean, those are pretty concrete
No,
things. Can we be honest?
I'm done here. Those are
I mean, those are.
already. Well, Ro, thank you so
I
much
know.
for joining
No,
us.
he's not leaving. He's not leaving.
Tipped off.
We have more wine for this.
No,
We do
go
have
ahead.
more wine. So I wanted to come in here. So for the people listening, I do and Ro, we're just meeting. You're learning a little bit more about me. But
Yeah.
so I would consider myself someone who is non-traditional as far as my dating style.
Yeah.
I identify as a swinger. And so the idea of hearing the word cheating, when hearing this, she basically said, my partner can cheat. All men cheat. I just don't want to find out. I don't want to know. Here's the thing. Cheating equals betrayal.
Right.
Cheating means that you went against what we aligned as what our relationship would be.
spoke about, yeah.
So my problem with her is using the word cheating, which is what had everyone in an uproar. There is a way to come out and say, what you do when you're not with me, I ain't worried about it.
Open
Just
relationship?
That would be, yes. I would consider that open, but no, not really.
Love
because
without possession? Like, isn't that...
a little bit, because to me, it's more so... I'm not gonna lie. I feel like when you keep a guy, like when you let him know, don't do this, like when you say, don't press that red button, don't press that red button,
Don't tell me
they're
what
gonna
to
be
do.
tempted. My man right now, honestly, didn't let me know, listen, I don't want to feel like I'm holding you back from anything. And he told me, like, if you want to do something, anything, if you want to be with someone, it's fine. I don't want to feel like I'm limiting you.
But that's
And
why you're not arguing, because if
I
you
literally
choose
told
to be
him,
there, you
and
guys
I
are
told
both
him,
choosing.
and I told
But
him
it's
that
also they've been choosing since the beginning.
from the beginning.
So they
Yeah.
were who they were from the jump.
And I
so
told him straight
there's
up.
no like
I love
hidden,
that.
there's no like secret doors.
And
And
it
I
ain't
said-
nobody else's business.
Well, I
Correct.
said, what I also said, that would have been music to my ears a year ago.
Right.
Oh my God, I could have sex with all my hoes that I thought I was never gonna give up.
But does it make
'Cause
you
that's
not
what-
want to do it?
You know what? That's the thing. He's so fulfilling in what he's giving me. I'm like, I really don't need to go
That's
nowhere
what the
else.
fuck I'm talking about.
And that so when you consider cheating, I will say I do believe when a woman or a man
Yeah.
steps out, there's something that's not being fulfilled.
Right.
You agree?
I agree.
But do you believe? Because I want to ask you as a
And
man.
it don't always have to be sex.
oh no, I think most of
I
the time
think
it's
the
not
sex could be amazing.
You think men
and
cheat
the
with-
I think
intention might
I
not
think
be.
the sex is a shield most of the time.
Wait, but I want to ask Ro.
There's
because
other things.
You
It's
and
not
I,
just
you and I
necessarily
would
sex.
cheat for other things. I assumed men cheated because
No.
they were sexual
No.
creatures. So if you cheat, it's not only about sex. What other thing would a man be missing?
Okay, so this is what I'm saying.
Yes.
I'm saying I know that women cheat
Yes.
because of other things outside of sex,
Okay.
right? And it's attention. It's
Intimacy,
time.
emotion, time.
You
Yes.
ain't. I can get it from somebody, but the sex, maybe we can say keep fucking, but you're not giving me the other part of it. And so for me, on my side of it, as an artist, I know I'm busy as fuck, and I'm really.
I don't like
focused.
that you keep saying as an artist, Ro.
I'm gonna say that because that's what I do.
But that's your excuse even in
It's
relationships.
not. I don't make excuses. I'm honest. I'm in a place of acceptance of self, so I know this isn't an excuse. This is exactly. I know that.
You know your
I
capacity.
know that in order to be and do what I want to do, and I know what it takes, and the time that it takes, and the energy that it takes just as much as a relationship.
Right.
It takes me being in the studio without thinking that I gotta call you real quick because I'm in a place of creating and I'm making the best song I've ever made in an honest place, and actually hearing chimes. I'm hearing backgrounds. I'm hearing wind. I'm hearing
Right.
ad libs. I'm hearing a zing. I'm hearing a star shoot. Like whatever it might be.
Right.
I'm in that place. So in a relationship, I need to be maintaining your emotions too, regardless to where I am in this ethereal place, or I'm touching or talking to God, or I'm releasing. I got to maintain what you're feeling too.
Right.
So I know that in this place in my life, I can't give that part of it because my attention is somewhere else. So therefore,
And you're honest about
I
that.
know that I could possibly lose a relationship or a woman that I'm really into
Mm-hmm.
because I can't give you the emotional part consistently
Consistently,
because I am
gotcha.
unbalanced in my attentions.
I would say that goes beyond to even artistry. I would say a man
But
wanting to
physically,
reach
physically
promotion.
connecting wise,
But that also, but I think going back to the artist point, a lot of times what artists need in relationships is non-traditional, like you said, like
Yeah.
similarly to what you need. Because when you are on the road, the things that fulfill you have
the road is a whole different conversation
Yeah.
than creating
But, well,
too.
I'm saying I don't mean on the road
But
like
it's-
on tour. I mean on the road like you go
On
to
the
you go to
road.
Miami to work, you go to
Yeah.
Atlanta to work,
Yeah.
or you go to LA just to clear
Yeah.
your mind
On
for
your
2
journey.
days because you got to go back to. What that takes on an emotional and spiritual level is not something that artists seek from a relationship necessarily. We seek that from our craft. So what our needs are in a relationship are even different as a creative.
For both of y'all, is that communicated up front?
Yes.
yes, always.
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 I'm in. Yeah.
always.
But
You
also,
have no
I mean,
choice.
it's hard to hide that. Like in a relationship, the relationship I'm in now is the first relationship I've actually started when I wasn't in a creative space. So we've had the opportunity to develop enough of a foundation that we've prepped each other. Like, listen, when I'm in work mode is number one.
Yeah, always.
Relationship is going to be number two when it gets to that point. But
And some women are like, that's the deal breaker for them.
Right.
I'm number one.
And that's okay.
And it's like,
listen,
and that's cool.
But the beautiful thing is, in my situation now, this is the first time I'm also dating a man with kids. So
I have a child. I have a daughter.
you know what I'm saying? Until he and I get to a place where we're married, those kids absolutely come before me without a thought, and I'm okay with that.
Wait, why are you making?
I'm totally okay with that. That's how it should be. That's how it should be.
Can I ask you though?
Yeah.
As a father, when you date women, are women out here not thinking that your kids don't come first?
Yes.
See, really.
Yeah.
They feel like they should come
They
before.
should be first.
That's crazy. Before your daughter?
Yeah.
What is that?
Nah,
What is
bro.
the conversation like? Or what do they give you that makes them feel like? Is it the time that you spend where they feel like but we were supposed to be together? Like
Right. That type of vibe. Or if I get a free time, the free time should be
With them.
Yeah. Wow. And it's a different dynamic because it's like, how do you balance that out? Because I'm never going to sacrifice my free time for my little boo.
Right.
She deserves all that, you know?
Your
And
daughter needs it, for sure.
so therefore, you end up arguing. You end up getting
Passionate.
into
But
passionate.
it's also passionate arguments. No, I mean, I agree. To give some context to what Megan is saying, right? I think that there is a way to function in an
I
open.
can't do it.
wait, you couldn't do what she
See,
said?
I can't see. Okay, this is where I'm at. So
You want to be
hence,
open,
on
but
my
she can't be open.
on my previous album, I put out a song called Touchy Feely, right?
Okay.
And it was based on a perspective of love without possession, a threesome.
Ooh, I just
Right.
had that.
But also everyone getting their needs met.
Everyone getting their needs met, but then it gets tricky. However, okay, I feel like I've been in a 3-way relationship. Have you ever tried that?
So I'm trying. Well,
Is that called a throuple?
So I'm
A
not. So
Okay.
I'm personally in a space because I'm able to communicate so well. I don't want a throuple because I don't want.
I'll say I was younger though.
Eliminating possession. I don't want the emotional needs sacrificed. So to me, I'm looking for
It's
a
a lot,
unicorn.
right.
Well, I'm looking for a unicorn then. I want someone who can just come in, join us. We have a great time.
With sex?
Sexually
intimacy?
and intimacy.
And go.
Like, bitch, I brought all them coffees. You want mocha? Mocha. Okay, I got mine. They got coffee and hash browns, and she left.
Nah, not the hash browns.
I got them the hash browns.
Coffee and hash browns?
Coffee and hash. Oh, and weed. We rolled up.
That's
Awake and bake. That's beautiful.
yeah, no, it was beautiful.
Wake
Did you
bake
give her?
with some hash
Did you give her a to-go bag?
Well,
like,
I'll also say too.
You gotta give her like
We
an
had a huge
Advil
we had
and
a
some fruit
huge
snacks.
conversation
Not an Advil.
about communication because she was hearing us talk and she was like, she's really into just she reads things. So she's like, you guys say the same thing but have different definitions for things. So we were talking about
different.
we were talking about what a quickie is.
Okay.
His definition of a quickie was pretty much a one-night stand because he goes all night. My definition of a quickie is one round, one thing,
One and done.
One
That's
and
a
done.
quickie.
And so as we were speaking, she was picking up on even how we don't define things the same way. And so she said, even in a relationship, the things that you may want or you're saying you want, he may not know because your definitions are different.
Yeah.
But like even
Love
even over the weekend, I woke up, I had shit to do. And he was like, can we get a quickie? And I was like, well, you don't do quickies. And I was like, well, I can't give you the morning sex you want. And so she was like, hey, girl, can I do your morning duties for you? And I said, yep, go ahead. And I heard them moaning while I was on the computer. And it just didn't, it didn't bother me at all. Look at both of y'all's faces. But it was like, oh, yeah. So to me, that
Ain't enough coffee or hash browns in the world for me to let that go down, bitch.
And they
Ain't
only
no
got
fucking way.
And they only got a medium, bitch. I didn't even
Ain't
get
no
them a large.
way.
It was a medium coffee.
Okay, how many
Ain't no way.
encounters was that? 1 or 2?
What do you mean?
How many times have y'all had that experience?
So we've done sex clubs. This was our first
Nah,
intimate.
not you and your boo. I'm talking about this particular.
Oh, me
carry.
and her have played already before.
So with your dude, how many times has this happened?
In my home, this was the first time.
I got you. Okay, so that's what I'm
But
saying.
I realized that this is something I would want. So even with what Megan James was saying, she's talking about don't bring it back, and it goes right back to our conversation last week. It's all about embarrassing. Don't fucking embarrass me.
Don't embarrass me.
Don't have
I
a
got you.
woman.
Make me look stupid.
Don't
I'm
have
with
a
that.
woman question
I'm with
my
that.
position
Discretion.
with you.
I'm with that.
Listen.
And that's
You
what
get
it is.
disrespectful, then I gotta turn it up.
Listen,
I got you.
men,
I got you.
Go ahead,
fellas,
talk to him, Bridget.
If you gotta share,
Talk to him.
the D,
got that.
if I gotta share your 1D, you gotta grant me 2 extra Ds.
All right, whoa, I didn't think you were going there. Wait,
No. Let me finish.
Okay.
The 2 D's are discretion and just fucking. Let me get both of y'all. Y'all fucking up the double dutch rotation. Let me get to it.
My bad. Jump back in, sis. Jump back in.
Okay, if I gotta share 1D, if I gotta share your 1D, sir, then I need you to give me 2 Ds. Those 2 Ds are discretion and discernment. Make good fucking choices for the 2 of us and be discreet and don't have me looking stupid and don't have yourself looking fucking stupid.
I agree. So, and that's what she said. Don't bring me.
That's all she
Wrap
So
it
you're
up.
good with that?
Yeah,
I'm not.
You know what?
I'm not. I'm
you're
trying
not?
to add context to what Megan James is saying. I am not good with
Well,
that.
I am.
But that's a good conversation to have.
That doesn't work for me.
Don't bring me an STD. Don't bring me a baby. And don't bring me disrespect by way of another woman questioning my position with you, who I am to you, and where we're at. Don't lay a pillow talking about our relationship with the next bitch.
Ever.
Don't do that. And if it is just
feel
a
like that
sexual
vice
thing.
versa.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean,
Don't
no
talk
woman
my
should
shit.
be.
You
Yeah.
just shut up.
Would that work for you would that work for that framework work for you as an artist? If a woman is like, listen, I know you got X, Y, and Z going on. I'm not trying to take away from what you're doing. Just know that anything that's not satisfied by you, I'm going to seek elsewhere.
Ooh.
I've had that before.
What was your
And
response
I've
to
been
that?
presented with that before. To be honest, like I'm a possessive type of person.
There's that Scorpio shit.
God.
And
I told y'all.
But listen, I'm a possessive free person. So therefore, it's like
okay,
it's
what is this?
complicated.
Oxymoron.
No, it's not. I had to work this shit out.
Okay.
Right?
I'm looking like possessive.
I know, but let me speak.
So you out here gliding through like, no,
Ladies,
I own that, I own that, I own that, I own that.
Ladies and gentlemen listening,
Listen.
I need y'all to hear what bullshit Ro is about to speak.
No, we don't know if it's bullshit
Okay,
yet.
no, but possessive freeness.
I'm ready to hear the definition.
Okay, let's go.
Damn.
Possessive freedom. I'm ready for this definition.
So listen, I recognize that my nature, and not blaming it on Scorpio as an excuse.
Oh, please don't.
I realize that if we're fucking or we together, I don't want you with nobody else, and the idea of it fucking drives me crazy, right?
Okay.
So therefore, I also understand that me being the free person that I am, someone has to accept my freedoms too, and probably has the same things going through their mind.
They don't want
And
you to be with someone else.
You don't want to share me
Right.
with nobody else. So
Right.
in that, how do I accept? I can't. Okay? But unless I am just like, you know what? There is no possession. And that's what I was watching Bridgerton. I was appreciating that. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, my man, you are living in you're like, his excuse was that he didn't want to, he was not trying to co-create.
he didn't want to procreate.
The most
He didn't.
toxic part about his character.
But it was his trauma.
Right.
It was
His trauma, regardless
Right.
to if she's coming into his life, she has to now learn his trauma.
And to be fair, he really wasn't trying
Don't
to take
do that.
advantage of her.
Don't do
he
that.
Wasn't.
He was
trying to be honorable.
Bro, first off, don't be
turn that
reading my face.
I'll read
Don't
it.
be reading my face.
All right, red, early.
Don't be reading my face.
Red early.
Okay, what I'm going to say that is, if I speak to what you just said, it almost layered it into the sexual aspect of it. If we're laying down, of course, I don't want you to lay down with someone
Naturally.
else. Okay. Human
nature.
Right. No, because maybe I ain't human. But I want to say that my issue
Science.
comes from,
Sorry.
I don't believe that shit.
I know.
I don't mind welcoming in. Come on in.
Okay, well that's
Let's have fun.
that's in a space when it's just
But let's
sexual.
talk about it.
But
Yes.
what if it goes now beyond sex, and that's when the possessiveness comes in.
Yes, that's
it's,
mine.
It's when there's. Bro, you're toxic.
So I'm not yours.
I'm just playing. Go ahead, finish what you were saying.
That's
I'm just
fine.
playing. I was just
like
playing.
it's a pair
I
of
was just playing.
sneakers, fucking Air Force Ones. Those are mine. Mines. The pussies. Well, yeah, I mean the pussies. I mean, I don't know. I'm
Come
just singing a
on,
song.
say what you were saying. I'm sorry.
I just feel like what you're saying further alludes to when there's some sort of emotional bond or one
Right.
of the parties wants more.
Right.
That's when it's, I care what you're doing when you're not with me. But when you're just having sex with someone, that doesn't necessarily form that bond of possessiveness all the time.
It depends on the person.
Yeah, it does.
It depends on what the person that you're dealing with has shared with you. Whatever they did,
Right.
they might be they might have sexual addictions and they ain't talking to you about it.
Yeah.
And you opened it up for them and now they're out here just fucking and going crazy. You don't know. And I'm
Right.
learning that you learn people over time.
That's what you be telling the girls?
Did I hear some tune?
That's what
Let's
Roby
go,
telling.
Miguelito.
That's what Roby
That's my
telling
brother,
the girl.
so you know, and he a Scorpio
He is also
too.
a Scorpio.
Oh,
I was
is
just
he?
about
Oh,
to say, don't
shit.
bring
Thank
him
you,
up.
Scorpio
Oh,
Anthem.
no.
Thank you. Turn it
Oh,
up.
no, not Scorpio Anthem. Okay.
Dun-dun-dun.
You know what's crazy?
It
You
is
know what's
definitely
crazy?
the Scorpio Anthem.
Ro, can I ask you that question? And
What?
do you believe a woman
Yeah.
when you ask, is this pussy
No,
mine?
because I understand at this time and dispensation of time that you have given it out and have probably said that before.
So you
Well,
think
yeah.
about that? Y'all
Yes.
think about how many other men we done told it's theirs?
Of course, duh.
But then we take it back and then we own it and give it back away. So it could be yours in the moment.
in the moment.
Right,
and-
it's not yours forever. It's just your turn.
Oh, I be lying. Though. I be
That's
like,
what-
"Ooh,
that's
want
what
this
I-
forever."
And do
Listen.
y'all really think that we don't know y'all be lying? That's the part. Like, what?
Wait.
No, listen, Ryan,
We just gonna go with
my
each
boy
other
Ryan,
butts, too,
my boy
nigga.
Ryan, my boy Ryan said that. My boy Ryan said that to my man and was like, yeah, like
We
all
try to
know.
come too. Which, I mean, yeah, let's have fun. Oh, yeah, it's yours. I know.
Oh,
it's
no,
mine.
but I ain't gonna
it's
hold
yours
you.
Too.
Yeah, but
Baby,
when-
I never give it a no. Like, it happens.
Oh, that's all lies. Oh,
You
wait,
lying
for both
too?
parties?
Ain't you lying?
Damn.
Right, for the last year, I ain't been lying.
Okay, but
Before
that's
that,
until
I
you
was.
find somebody that you're not.
Yeah,
and
now
you
I feel like
it.
I'm not lying anymore.
I'm not lying
Exactly,
anymore.
that's the
but when do y'all
beautiful
know
part.
we're
I
not
love
lying?
that.
I really feel like I'm not lying no more. I really
love
feel
that.
that way. I'm not lying. When I'm like, yeah, the pussy's yours.
Forever.
It is. I'm
I
cool.
say forever.
See, that's what I love when
yeah,
that
you
happens.
lying.
I'm lying.
You lying.
I said it's his forever.
Yeah,
But
but
you was lying.
but you don't really want to get married and do all the
No,
forever
but
shit.
I don't need. No, I could still be. I want to be like Oprah and Stedman, bitch. I don't
Let
need
me
nobody
ask
to
you a
get
question.
married.
Oh, okay.
Does he allow
That's
you to
fair.
bring another dude in? Or are you just more attracted to
No, that's what I'm
females?
saying. That's where he's been open to.
Oh,
But he don't want to bring no NBA players in the bedroom, so I don't really know who else to bring into the bedroom.
first of
So it
all,
would be
What?
y'all
First
three
of all.
What,
together?
bro? What?
first of all, her man is like 6'9".
Yeah, he's
He
a
is
big guy.
her man is a semi truck. So the idea of an NBA player that's like
Two of them.
6'5" or better.
That's a lot of skin.
and
Oh
she-
yes, I love it. Put me in the
First of
baby.
all, that's
You know
why
why?
there's not enough of you. They're
There
gonna be
is.
bumping chests.
You know what the thing is?
Damn.
I'm
Oh,
5'1"
no.
with the soul of a 6'4" nigga, baby. Give it to me, baby.
But you ain't
Hey.
that tall.
But I got the soul.
That's cool. But
I
what
got
about the
soul.
skin
You
part?
You hear the soul, the skin
I
part.
got the soul.
Like I'm 6'4".
6'4". What?
But I'm
I
just
told you.
saying.
I told you it's the voice.
Listen, so that's kind of what I want, though.
Okay.
And so no, while it's open and he's like giving me
As
free
long as
reign,
it's not an NBA player, you're good.
I fuck
But
with
I
her.
don't know them niggas like that. Who else? I can't find a 6'4"
She said, I don't
banker.
know them
Sure, you can. They
Yeah.
exist. Yeah.
Where they at?
Oh yeah.
Y'all shout out.
I mean-
Y'all holla at me, slide in the DM if you a 6'4" banker, baby.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
Shut up. But you know what you don't need to do? Don't slide in my DMs if you over here like Ro with the Dangle Earrings, okay? Because if we're gonna call out
group
the
me.
toxic men,
Don't group me with
The
them niggas.
dangly earrings is a sign of
Bridget
is it
Kelly.
toxicity.
not?
BK, how long have I had my dangle?
15.
How long have you been
Done
toxic? How long you been a
Nah,
Scorpion?
he wasn't toxic 15.
But I'm
years ago.
telling you now, the dangly ladies,
I was
ladies.
a beautiful spirit once upon a time.
Facts. We were children. We were innocent.
I was.
Okay, the
cherubs.
sandbox don't
Life
count,
has
bro.
washed. Nah, I've been out the sandbox. I've
Yeah,
been
we've been
out
out
there.
the
Hold on, ladies.
We've been in these
Hold on,
streets.
ladies. Okay, if it ain't the dangly earrings, you know what it is?
But that's crazy
You
though,
ain't-
because I do see the dangles. It's become like a
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
It's become like the
thing.
hats.
One of my really good friends,
It's a thing.
is a stylist, and he wears a dangly earring, and he's also a Scorpio.
They not shit.
And he's not toxic
We're
though.
beautiful.
You don't know that because he's your friend. You don't
No,
know
no,
the
no, no,
toxicity.
no.
Why I gotta be toxic for just being open with my
okay, hold on.
I don't think
With
there's anything
my-
toxic about what
You
you've
know,
said
yeah,
so far.
I've been
I don't.
honest.
No?
I don't. But also
Oh
because
my God, Bridget, no.
Where?
No,
Show me where.
The only reason I don't
Give me one standing
the only
point of
reason I don't
toxicity.
One point of toxicity, one moment right now.
Yeah, toxicity.
Sir, where's the sun?
What?
Oh,
Let me
I'm
have
just saying
it.
you're
Where's
inside
the
with the
sun?
glasses like Future, and Future is toxic.
Oh, I'm here
No,
for it.
this is not
I'm
for it
here
though.
for it.
You know
No,
why?
is that
You
not
came in
toxic?
here wanting to wear shades, I would absolutely
You would be here
like,
for it?
I'm
You can
here
see my
for it.
eyes, can't you?
The way I got high last night and still didn't come in with glasses.
You
bruh.
came in with your toes out in winter, sis. I am not dimming
This
your
is what we
light.
do?
I'm not dimming your
Yeah,
light.
don't do that
You
to
know
me.
what's crazy?
I'm not going to dim your light.
I high key had a Nike fit with some shorts, and I said,
You
"Oh, she-
could've.
Nah, you would have really.
You
given
still
me.
haven't identified the toxic point.
Really?
Possessive freedom is a toxic point. Possessive
Toxic
freedom.
positivity is all that I'm about.
Possessive freedom is toxic as fuck. That's the only thing that was toxic.
Oh, that was fucked up. However,
At least we know each other. We know each other, and we know ourselves.
In words exactly what I was feeling, because I want to be honest that I know I have the tendency to be possessive, but I am a free spirit.
Possessive freedom is toxicity.
Possessive freedom.
I do understand it's fucked up.
It's toxic.
I just also
and I'm
need
willing
you to know,
put that on the table.
But that's the only thing. That's the only thing
will also be the name of
God's
this
working on
episode,
me.
Ro.
God is working on
Every
it.
Possessive
day.
freedom.
Yeah.
Name of the
Possessive
episode
freedom
has to be.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, it
It's
doesn't
like-
make sense.
Speaking of
But
possessive
you are in
freedom,
a
Here we go,
possessive
look.
freedom.
You ready for the
okay,
segue?
Okay,
Look,
what is
hold on,
Wait,
what?
back it up.
Look.
What is the
Oh, my.
definition
Back it
of...
up.
Well, nah. Let's go. Let's move on, because I'm about to go.
possessive freedom.
Oh, you about to go?
The definition of possessive freedom is
No, possessive. What is the definition of possessive?
Ownership of
to
something.
require, to desire
Yeah.
or require ownership.
Here we go. Possessive meaning is demanding someone's total attention and love, or relating to or denoting
Denoting the case of nouns and pronouns expressing possession, a possessive word or form. Basically,
Demanding someone's total attention and love. Why can't we leave it at that? So therefore, if I am demanding your attention, total attention and love,
so you want somebody
why am
to,
I toxic?
because
I want you to be, I want your love. I want your attention. But I want you to have your freedom. Wow! Murder job. That doesn't make so much sense.
That's not
Why
how
is that toxic?
Because that's not how you explained it.
No,
that's not how you explained it.
That's what I said.
That's not, no,
You
it's
know
not.
what?
That's
Hold
not
on,
what you
Ro,
said.
Ro,
Sometimes
No,
God gives you
what you
revelation
said-
in a moment as you're speaking.
Bro, this is you.
This was
is you.
not
Okay.
what you. No, what you.
You are really dumb.
What you said was you are a free spirit and you want freedom.
But I
you're
usually
possessive.
meet women that are also free spirit. I get in relationships and situations that are free spirited, where it's like,
Except that these women want possession over you, and you're a free
wow.
spirit. So who is free and who is possessed?
But
So who is free and who is possessed?
we
in that
all are.
scenario?
This is an understanding.
Oh God, Jesus Christ! Give us the segue,
Because we both want the same thing. We both want love and attention.
and to be a hose.
That's not.
That's
no.
what it is.
I mean,
No.
The
We
free
all-
spirit is
listen,
literally the nice way of
But
saying
that's
we
what
hoes.
you're into. Think about that. You are in a situation where you're wanting love and attention from the person that you are.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But do you give them their freedom?
yes.
Yes.
Boom. But what are we talking about anymore?
Were you
That's
were those
not
gunshots?
possessive freedom.
What were
That's
those?
not.
I
That's
gave
not
you your
possessive
sound
freedom.
effect that you were supposed to give
No,
me when
that's
I made
balance. No, that's balance.
I
That's
need
not
a-
possessive freedom.
I need a sound effect button too
Here's,
from my ear.
here's your sound effect.
You are so
Don't give me no
dumb.
weak shit.
You are really dumb. For real.
That's balance. It's not
No.
possessive freedom.
See, how come people don't break words down? How come? Okay,
We just did.
Exactly. So where's the
you can't?
toxicity in that?
You can't be possessive and still let that person
Freedom.
be free.
You can't. Those are oxymorons.
You can't, because if you possess someone, there is no freedom.
Ooh.
They're not this. They're polar opposite words.
And I don't
Maybe
know
you
if you
have
know
them
what
in
you know.
spirit. Maybe you have them in energy. Maybe you have them. You're in a relationship.
Yes.
You're in a situation. You are possessing that energy in that moment, but you still give them the freedom to bring situations in.
Here's the
and
difference.
it don't have to.
No.
I don't. Maybe honestly, maybe we do find a different word than possessive.
Yeah,
But
That
is a different
that
word
is
than
what I
possessive.
wanted
But I'm
to-
saying
to get-
I'm being transparent in what I feel. So therefore, you women help me shape that,
Yeah.
and say it in a nice way.
We'll
and put
find
it
a better
in a
word.
motherfucking bow.
Hi, resident
But how do I
wordsmith.
want
No,
your still?
resident
wordsmith.
Let's do that.
Hold on,
Let's get
this
a
is what
term
she
and make
does.
it forever henceforth.
Do it, Bridget. Come on.
Possessive freedom is just the wrong.
Okay, so how do we fix that?
That's an opposing energy.
How do we fix that?
So we find a different word, right? Because you want someone's total attention. The problem with what you can't want anything in a relationship that you can't provide. So that's why I say possessive freedom doesn't work, because at the end of the day, what you're requiring is a balance of energy. You need your energy to be balanced.
But can I add a innuendo?
Sure.
In the same time,
Footnote.
I want you to.
Yeah.
I want you to feel like I am here. You got my love and attention.
That's a balance of
but
energy,
I am
though.
allowing you, and not allowing in the sense like I got you.
Yeah.
But I want you to go do everything that you need to do to be the best person that you need to be. So I can actually tap into what that love and attention actually means. That's the energy that I'm looking for. I love where you guys are out here, women. I think it's beautiful that women are really finally like on they shit right now. So it's making
Surely
you
is.
guys look so fucking attractive.
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful to dudes who are doing things and love women who are on their shit too.
Right.
So therefore, you are in your freedom. Your man is not like calling you up because he knows you on your shit right now.
Correct.
And that's attractive.
Yes.
to where he's going to give you that love and attention in return because
Yeah, but total.
he sees you
total
living in your truth.
Total is a word
in
for
your truth. You
total.
said-
Total is a word for all.
Okay.
All is a word for complete. I am one whole, complete person
By
without
yourself.
that man's
Yeah.
attention. So there's no possession anywhere. It's balance.
But I'm
because
not
there's
looking
no
at the
possession.
possession in that part.
Yeah,
But the operative word in the definition of possessive is total. I don't want someone's total attention because
Ooh.
I'm not going to give someone my total attention. You're never going to give
What's total in
someone
there?
Yeah.
Demanding
total
someone's
attention and
attention.
love. Your love
Teach me,
part.
baby. Teach me.
I'm telling you,
but
your love
no.
has to be equally distributed. For what works for you, your love has to be equally distributed between your craft, which is soul feeding, your daughter, which is a part
Absolutely,
of another
yeah.
part of soul feeding and spirit
Your
feeding.
career, your artistry.
Like,
is
but then
another part.
also your friend. Well, that's the craft part. But
Oh.
but any relationships
Bitch, I thought you
around.
were talking about craft beer, bitch. I be like,
know,
that.
my
It's
God.
summertime, baby. Bring me to a brewery.
Oh, shit.
I'm just saying.
Help. No, it's like you
really
just
need-
need you really
yeah.
need a balance.
You need the balance.
You need a balance because that's where relationships get fucked up, right? When someone's not balanced. When you're not living a balanced life where you have all of your life, you have your friends, you have your life, you have your time apart, you have the things that you're doing. I'm training for a marathon. My man is not training for a marathon.
Right.
So
It's a
there's certain
different-
things, my time and my energy
can't
and my
possess that.
attention, he
Yeah,
can't
I
possess
got
that. And he knows like, nah, she can't eat
And
what
see,
I'm eating.
I like-
She gotta
I-
run, she gotta work, we gotta do.
And I like Real Housewives
Balance.
of Atlanta. My man
Balance.
doesn't. I watch him when he ain't with me. Or also one of the other things that you use, if we're speaking of words, before we get out of here, because y'all
we gotta
gonna
segue.
get
Yeah.
We gotta segue.
but before we get out of here, I think not only do words mean things, one of the words that completely stuck out in what you just said was allow. And I think when you think of possession, you also
Yeah, that's what I said when I thought about
you
that.
said
He
one. You did
reneged.
renege.
Because if someone said that to me, I would feel a way. Like, you're not going to allow me to do
permission.
anything.
Right.
And that's the thing.
Right.
That's the thing when you bring the word possessiveness, it brings in that connotation that I now also need permission because you own me, you have power over me.
And
look,
that wasn't even a segue to my song. That was perfect.
No.
oh look, oh wait.
You dig? But
You
at
gonna
the
give
same,
it- wait, go
you
ahead,
didn't know I
let's-
had a song named Permission?
He did have a song
bitch,
named
I do. I ain't
you
gonna
call me a
hold you.
bitch?
No,
Did you just
look,
call me a bitch?
I'm not gonna lie. That's how I feel.
Just
No,
playing,
she
just
looked at me
playing.
You
because
know
she
what's
knows
crazy?
that song.
Can I also wait,
yeah.
bro? Can I tell you
What's up?
Oh,
that
God.
your song played at the beach
Yeah.
with my
I
man, and
love
we
that.
go to the nude beach? But
At
let
the
me
love
your
that.
song played at the nude beach.
No,
I love that.
It came into my thing. Your permission. Okay, anyways,
Ooh.
we got into it, and it was like, yo, this is a whole sexy way of consent. This whole song is a consent song.
Please and thank
And we
you.
had a whole conversation about, damn, this song is just asking for consent.
Yeah.
And we talk about all the time how consent may not seem sexy, but you
I made it
You made
Sexy.
consent really sexy.
That was
so
the
much.
agenda. Shout
oh
out
my
to
God. Oh wait,
everybody
we're gonna have to
involved
play
on
that.
But yeah.
Permission
when
is
we
one of the best songs of the last
Listen.
10 years. Hands down. And I'm saying 10 years like
No,
the last 10 years.
It
like
is, but your
one of the best
song
songs.
made us have a whole conversation
Yeah.
about.
Thank you.
So literally,
Yes.
that whole week later, it was I got permission.
You feel me?
Like literally,
Everything.
And
me
it's
and my
fun.
man.
And now he gonna
It's
get on and now
fun.
he gonna get on the couch and be like, in my possession. And you're like,
don't me like
Oh wait, we did a
wait
remix.
a minute.
Come on, possession. Speaking of possession, have you ever possessed
Possession
$1 million
with permission.
in 6 hours?
Have you ever possessed $1 million? Listen.
Okay.
Oh,
You-
listen, consent.
Talk to
I
me.
am giving my consent to OnlyFans because the way that Bad
Shit, I
Baby,
might need to.
the way that Baby
Listen.
was on
Swing my dick
OnlyFans
in a
this week.
circle.
Hello?
Hello.
One
Bad
time.
Baby was on OnlyFans this weekend and posted the numbers. And men lie, women lie, numbers do not.
Numbers do not.
What is this number, Mandy? She grossed but from
she-
on April 1st in one day.
She grossed 1,000,003. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta add the commas. There ain't no commas in there. Hold on. $1,030,703.43. Hey, listen.
Hold on.
Listen, there
I have
weren't-
a question.
What?
I have a question.
Uh-oh.
This was on April 1st. Was OnlyFans trying to like April Fool's her?
Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, I didn't think it about. Maybe this was a whole April Fool's.
Maybe this was a whole. Maybe OnlyFans was like, haha, look how much you made, bitch. Psych. Like,
Or maybe she's doing that to us.
maybe she's doing it to us.
I didn't even think. Well, I do want to say the reason why this got so much.
I mean, I believe though there are people
there
that
are.
would pay her. So
I want to add a little bit of the controversy and topic to it because essentially she just turned 18.
Right.
So the conversation about this was that all of these men were waiting on her to be of age. So there's this full conversation regarding pedophilia and the almost sexualization of women prior to being of legal age, and then once they become legal age, this conversation being had. And I'm not gonna lie, these pictures being posted prior to her turning 18 is a little crazy too. But however, if I go back to my MySpace pictures,
I was
baby,
gonna say
I was about to say what.
there's probably a picture of me in American Apparel underwear somewhere from when I was 18 or 19.
I do want to say, however, problematic as fuck, disgusting. Yes, all of that. But Bridget and I, before we took our break, were having the conversation too, where we thought about how this is nothing new with Aaliyah. Mm-hmm. Recently, we didn't get to talk about it, but Timberland, something was re-brought up on how he said he was in love with Aaliyah and how he knew it was wrong to love her in the way he did because of her age. And so if we look back to even just the age differences with people in the industry, or the age of when women enter the industry and them not being of age, but them being pushed to being sexualized. Yeah. It's been a thing. And I mean, I love for her that she made $1 million in a day, because goddamn, that's amazing.
I hope that's true. I do.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm here for it.
That's great. I love it. If that she did that in 6 hours, that's phenomenal. And
bitch, I wasn't working in, baby.
Listen, I wouldn't either. I mean, I would too. I would keep her 6 hours.
And I'm like,
$1
okay,
million is nothing.
Oh,
That shit's gone.
Must be nice.
You know, shit. Nigga, I'm over here on auto pay, but baby, I ain't saying $1 million ain't nothing.
Right. I was like,
I ain't saying $1 million ain't
in the
nothing.
scheme of it, think about it. $1 million.
So I brought
it goes pretty fast. What's funny, Joe had said that before though.
Yeah.
We've talked to Joe about what it looks like to actually run your own business, run your own
that's
company,
baby food.
and you're spending $1 million. You gross $1 million. At the end of the day, your take home might be after taxes, after you pay everybody out that works for you, after you invest back into all of the money that you poured out for the actual maintenance and sustainability of the business. You probably walk away with like $100,000.
But not only that, we talked about even that not even the more money, more problems, but when you make more money, you spend more money without even meaning
maintain your
to.
life. It's maintaining your lifestyle.
But it's not. Say you're not even trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Not even that way.
Say you're just living. I was literally talking to Bridget, and I was just like, I have 3 things in my life that I've spent, that I have to spend now. And just the spending on those 3 things equal what my salary was 1.5 years ago. And so the idea that I have to now spend these things, because even if you're not an entrepreneur, say you're just making $100,000+ in your job, you have your 401k you're investing in. You have healthcare. Your bills may be higher than what they would be. You get no government assistance, but now also tax time.
You don't need it if you're smart.
I grew up excited about goddamn tax time, because that means we got name brand cereal, baby. Ooh, my mama getting that refund.
It's a little bonus, honey.
We get to go to Olive Garden, and my mama not telling me the budget. We get to order. We getting everything.
And crab legs on the side.
Now tax time. Oh, I'm paying.
You're sick,
And
right?
I'm
looking like, ugh.
That shit is.
But
you looking at your gross amount like this ain't shit. It's gross how much I did not make this money.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
it's gross how big this number is compared to what I actually got. That is fucking gross.
So yeah, you're right. Okay, she probably didn't make 6 figures. I mean, she probably didn't make $1 million, 6 figures after the net. I do want to ask, however, because we are in an age now where OnlyFans, Instagram modeling, these things are the way in which I think a lot of our youth and girls growing up, this is what they aspire then. Why the fuck am I going to college if I can make $1 million in 6 hours? And you have a daughter. We were talking about growing up as girls too. Is there any thoughts? And we had this conversation, and I want to share it if you willing to down the hill or go back and forth.
We can down the hill.
Down the hill.
Yeah,
I'm always down to die. I'm always down to die.
Listen,
Mandy knows. I'm like, where are we going? I want to die on the hill.
I want to know your thoughts of, say, for any of our listeners, even if you have a young niece, if you have a daughter, if you have an adolescent woman or girl. She's adolescent. If you have a girl in your life where you don't want them to aspire to be this, and why? Is there a problem with this?
More importantly, the broader question that Mandy actually asked me that sparked an argument actually on the phone.
And we were like, get off potting.
We were like, we got to get off the potting now. We got to hang up. Mandy and I do that every day. We do that Mandy and I talk every morning. So
can I also say real quick, I called her this morning at like 9:30. She said, oh, bitch, 9:30. It's a little late for you to be calling.
Late.
Where's my 8 a.m.?
8 a.m. 8:02. My phone is my FaceTime is booming. I wake up next to my man and he's already up by 8 a.m. He's already showered. He's already on getting started with his day. He's like, have you talked to Mandy yet?
That's literally.
Like it's going on 8 a.m. Like it's a little crazy. She hasn't called you. You better check on her, make sure she's all right.
So tell them what we argued about.
So the question,
and then I want your take on this.
The question that she posed to me, right? Because a lot of the stuff, even circulating back to the Lil Nas X conversation, even going back to the Zaya Wade conversation about, you know, her living her truth and having a parent that is out there on the main line, continuing to advocate. In the manner that he is, which I think is brilliant and beautiful to watch a black father do that for his daughter. I think that's incredible. But also considering Mandy and I we tiptoe around a lot of the parenting conversations because we're not parents. Right. So I'm not. We try not to. I am too. But we're pro everyone making decisions that they believe are best for them. Yes. That's what we're pro. Yes. And so circulating around this, the question she asked me, which I thought was a really powerful question, was where do we draw the line between what our preference is and where we're being discriminatory, right? Because we talk about pandemic, right? And we talk about how sex workers have suffered through the pandemic because there hasn't been a lot of opportunities for them to make money doing their usual tasks, right? Right. And so a lot of people have like turned their noses up like, oh, sex workers, they're beneath us. You know what I'm saying? When in fact, the majority of people in some way or another are subscribing to and participating in sex
and we
work.
Really not on camera, but we popping our coochie out here and y'all slinging that dick. So it's just like the way we look down.
Sometimes for free.
Bitch, for a bubble gum.
Sometimes for free.
I ain't gonna hold you. I did one time just let a guy come over and I had some Chinese food and Gatorade.
We're not. We're not.
I know. But it was.
First of all, Chinese food and Gatorade sounds like an awful combination.
But it was the sticky wings.
We couldn't even get the sweet tea from the Chinese spot. Anyway, neither here. The sweet tea would have been a better pair. But either way, the question. I mean,
bro, you're judgy.
I don't like your face, posing the question because I do think it's important, right? Like I have nothing against anybody that's making money. Like if Bad Baby, she's 18 years old. She's shimmying her titties and little baby pink nipples on OnlyFans. She's allowed to do that. She's 18 years old at this point.
She do what she wants.
Would I want my daughter doing that? No. Would I be doing that? No. But does that make me judgy? Does that make me judgy if I wouldn't want my daughter doing that?
And that's where we got into. Well,
that makes me judgy.
And that's where we got into the argument because
I don't think anything is wrong with her doing it. Okay,
so I ask you and you being a father and her being on this, and this was the conversation on the phone. If you're saying that you're pro sex work, you have no problem with Bad Baby doing it, at what point do you then say you truly don't want your daughter to do it and why? Mm-hmm. And where then does the prejudice come, or where does the distaste come? If you could
in the protection.
Talk to me.
I don't think that. I feel like Bad Baby has been doing what she's been wanting to do for as long as we've known who she is.
That's true.
So then it's kind of like you expect her to do what she wants to do, and regardless. Now, as far as your child. Like, it's interesting because you do want to let your child do what they want to do.
Okay.
However, you would hope that what you're sharing with them, the knowledge of what that brings, would prevent them from doing that, or sharing with them why that's bad attention, or the type of people that are coming after you or looking at you and what they want from you. It allows them to be empowered, to be smart, and maybe not put that type of energy out there because that's not the type of energy they're trying to bring to them. But if you want that energy, I feel like mothers share with their daughters that as well. That you go get a man and that's how you're going to get one.
Okay.
So it's the balance of just the conversation of how you're raising your daughter.
So let me ask you too, because this then led to us having the conversation. Do you allow your daughter, or not allow, but is there a conversation regarding your daughter with TikTok?
It's still allowed.
Okay, allowed.
How old is River? How old is River? 8.
Okay. Is TikTok a thing on her phone?
So She has older cousins.
Okay.
And they're girls, and they're
Right.
they're doing all this
I don't
shit.
like
The body roll with the fucking that stupid ass thing with the
okay.
They're
that.
doing it. And
Okay.
I want her to be. See, the thing about it is, I don't
See,
want her
the
to
thing
be.
is,
The thing is,
I would never allow my daughter to not be out of touch with what's going on. Okay, and I don't want her to be the kid that's like
the not cool kid.
yeah,
Right.
she's cool already by herself. So I want her to be hip to what's going on, but I monitor what she's doing, and I know they're not doing no extra. But I also feel like
What is
her
extra?
mom is on that too. Her mom, we're on the same page.
Yeah.
but extra is actually doing. Do you have a problem with the dances that are out right now? Because that's
What
that's
are
where we
those
went
dances?
to. That's where we
Are
went
those
to.
dances?
Oh wait. What do you mean? Are those dances?
Are you kidding me?
Are they? Damn! Not to throw the mic.
You're fucking kidding me, and you got to stop it. That's not
wait,
fucking
those are
dancing.
dances?
What
The
are
TikToks?
those are hand movements, sign
Okay.
language.
No, wait, look, go ahead. Okay,
Some of them are cool.
he said that's sign language.
Like some of them are cool,
dead.
but when I think about dancing, I'll be like, we New York,
Okay,
so we
so-
think about
Harlem
Wait, okay, wait, real quick.
Think
Harlem
about
How did y'all dance when
movement.
you was young, Bridget?
Dance,
what was the,
that's what-
Okay, first off,
we danced.
Maybe not. Okay, what was the dance for girls? Because this is another one of the conversations that we had because we're looking at you don't identify the dance moves as being dances at all. But
Why not?
But well,
Oh, these you mean?
Well, when Bridget and I had the conversation,
Okay, it's a dance, but I'm saying
say the up or
it's-
savage. You have the shaking of the ass.
I
You
didn't
have,
even know that was a name of a dance.
What?
I thought that there was a
the
routine.
songs- that is the routine.
It is.
That's the routine. But those
To
are
the song.
dances. The routine is the dances. So like, I watch a lot of little kids doing.
Okay, when I see Megan, when she's on stage, I do see that.
Like there
But I'm saying
are
TikTok,
7, 8, and 9-year-old girls that are mirroring the choreography that both Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B do. Yeah, Savage with the where it's given a rub on this
and the rub.
So what?
is
Haven't
giving a
they been
whole
doing that
thing.
since Lil Kim and?
That's what I said.
Well, no, I'm just-
Bridget.
I
all
didn't-
back. Like,
were we doing that?
Were we
yes,
not?
you was. You're kidding yourself. Stop that.
Wait, okay,
shit.
wait, New York. What
No,
was you? What
I'm
was you?
serious,
Wow.
like what? But
What was you
dances,
gyrating
what
to,
dances
baby?
were we doing?
Of course, we're not thinking about it, but it was definitely. You was definitely dubbing in the club. You was definitely because you saw it.
Dubbing?
Yeah, but not
What is
until
dubbing? What is
Du-
dubbing?
Dubbing is essentially
this?
grinding. No, that's dap.
Oh,
You have taken 3 L's today, and it's okay with me. I am going to allow
bro,
it
stop it.
because this is a new
I
bond.
told you,
with
But
we
I
them.
want to
over
ask
here-
you.
we dying on a lot of hills.
Wait, I want
We
to ask
dying
you.
on a lot of hills.
Prior to 15 years old, so
Yes.
prior to high school, what were the girls doing up here dance wise?
I feel like in New York, it's like reggae clubs. So you grind.
We had
it's different.
clubs,
reggae
before
gold.
clubs.
We were listening to reggae gold.
What do you mean before clubs? Because it was parties in the dark, in
Yeah.
the basement.
We were all
What did y'all
grind-
do?
we were all
Like-
we were all grinding on each other. That's what a dub. When you giving somebody
It
a
was-
dub,
It was
you
all of
grinded.
this on
You
the
grinded
couch.
on the
It was-
yeah. When you like
Ooh,
14 and
like-
15, so
Yeah,
we
what
were
we talking
dancing with
about?
people that we knew, right?
Nah, not
we,
like that.
No,
but
no, wait. First,
We were
off,
dancing with people that we knew. I wasn't dancing with no strange random
You
people
weren't?
at 13 and 14.
You
No.
weren't.
Nah, I had my boo.
I was
You had a
dancing
boo
with.
at 13.
I was
Yeah.
dancing with people that with kids that I went to school with. It wasn't like
In
random.
school.
Yeah, like it wasn't
It's
no
different.
random ass strange.
It was
kid.
like 16, 17.
but
'cause
that's
you know,
different. 16 and 17 is not 8
It's
and
not.
9.
It's not 8 and 9.
But the only reason the 8 and 9 is seeing this is because of the internet.
No.
We
You
I
didn't-
know,
do-
but that's what I'm
Nope.
saying. It's different. It is different, man.
It's
You
different.
want to know why I disagree with you?
No, you
Because
can't.
I'm about to play a song right now, and guess what? Internet was not interneting, and this is what I grew up on, baby.
Nah, but that was club culture. That was Freaknik.
I was like 9, scrubbing the ground. Look,
I was
tell me you
too.
know this song.
Scrub the ground. Is this 2 Live Crew or Uncle Luke?
Is one of them? I used to twerk with my cousins to this. Wait, look at Bridget. Bridget, you
I
don't
got
know
you.
this song?
I do know this.
Wait,
but listen.
Bridget, you don't know this song. Hold on, I got one more. Let me give you one more.
Oh yeah, we know this. We all know Doodoo Brown.
No.
I know Doodoo Brown. I know
Okay,
Doodoo Brown.
So what I'm saying, fuck the internet. I was 8, 9, and me and my cousins were competing. So my family called me Pumpkin. I used to go against Sunshine. My other cousin name is Bina. Then there's Cricket.
So basically, your house was P-Valley. Just say, if you lived in P-Valley, just say that.
No, these are our nicknames growing up. My dad called me Pumpkin because he thought I was going to be born on Halloween.
Listen, man.
But Sunshine always with my ass in the twerking. But what I say is, this is what me and my cousins were listening to prior to the internet. And even when we had the birthday parties, when all the parents was playing spades and drinking and getting drunk, and then it ended in chaos, they still rooted us on in our twerk competition.
What I'm saying is
as little children.
But the difference generationally is that's in the comfort and safety of your home with your family. Kids doing it on TikTok allows strangers to interact and engage. That's why I said even at 13 we're at house parties and
but
we
it's
giving
in the
it,
house.
but it's in the house. There's adults upstairs, so even if you in the basement and you
they
getting
get
it on,
to watch it, even if they're
there's
creeps,
adults
they can look
upstairs.
at it.
Right, you doing this for the internet for a bunch of fucking
I get it.
strangers. That's a whole different thing.
I mean, people probably whopping off to us. You be coming in here looking cute with your
People
little
be
braids.
really famous off TikTok.
I'm just saying, people be whopping off to see the thing
No,
is.
listen, I be coming in sweatsuits because that's just really the energy
It's
that I'm
cozy.
giving. It's cozy. Shout out to Rel. This is by The Crate, Black owned business, supported.
I need a sweatsuit. What's up? What's up?
Yeah,
What's his name?
this is called The Crate.
Can I get a crate?
It's a vibe, yeah.
I
It's
need
a
a black
it's a
crate.
vibe. They have it with like some silk. We have silk Gothic letters on the front.
What's
It's a fire.
What's the moral of the
sweatsuit.
story for that before we get
The
into
moral,
the
the moral of the story for the TikTok stuff was
Okay.
I'm not
I
I'm
get it
being judgy for parents. I'm in my mind it's just different. Like I would not want to. We didn't have to worry about that. Like we didn't have to worry about random strangers watching us do fucking Meg Thee Stallion rub your ass on the internet. We at 9 we didn't have to worry about that. So it is different. Like that's why I say where do we draw the line with being judgy? Because I'm not judging anybody that's on TikTok. Because shit, we about to make TikToks. Because I love some of the TikTok shit.
Alex, can I ask you why you pulled up a compilation of all of the whites?
I just saw the dance.
You
It was
see,
like-
it ain't nothing but Becky and Brandon.
Speaking of whites.
Are we getting into it?
No, not yet. I was really upset because I saw some like internet star, some young white teenage girl go on Jimmy Fallon and do all of the TikTok dances that have been started and
How do you
mastered
feel
by
about
black
that?
teenagers. And this girl got on there like cereal with no milk, even though it was all milk.
Peanut
but
butter, no
everything was
jelly.
dry. And it was terrible. It was just terrible. Like
I
if you're
think the landscape is just different. That shit just bothers me a little bit.
well,
here
here's the
she
thing.
goes, look.
She's not
Not
a
even
little.
that.
I think it's different if you're a little kid, right?
She is a grown.
She's a grown-ass
She is
woman.
a fucking grown woman.
She sucked dick. She give that Becky.
Damn. She's not saying she sucked dick.
I mean, that's not how I clarify what's an adult and what's not. I'd rather not. But Corvette. Like,
Sorry, Bridget. Oh, shit.
like all of this is just, to me, it's the appropriation is whack. And Jimmy Fallon knows better, or at least he should. So I'm disappointed.
He's a white man. I don't put anything past
I'm
him either.
disappointed. That's okay. He shared a stage with a man named Black Thought, sir. Fucking wake up. Open your eyes.
Shout out Black Thought.
Black Thought.
I need you to get,
Please.
get on the blackness. Let's
Laffy
go.
Taffy,
Yeah, it's
Savage.
kinda
These are
just-
all songs and dances by black kids. And you got this dry ass white girl with
I've
these
never
miss
been on
with,
Jimmy
with
Fallon.
these misses with this
I've never
Mrs.
personally
Denim.
been on
Have you been on Jimmy Fallon, Bridget?
No.
See, he not for the
it's
culture.
It's not even about that. It's just interesting that I gotta fucking do a TikTok dance to make on this, and I can fucking sing.
Damn.
I got something to say.
You can write as well.
I can write.
And you
I
own
can
your
fucking
publishing as
perform.
well.
Yeah, that's me.
That was something we talked about. I told you over the weekend. I don't know if you watched Drink Champs. Shout out to Nori because I love Nori so much.
Shout out to Noriega.
Noriega's the best.
I've never been on there.
I'm
So-
I
going
ain't
to,
never
as soon
been
as
on there either.
I actually should hit him up and see if he'll let me go on the pod while I'm in Miami. But
I ain't gonna hold you. The way I be
love-
drinking, I would be so scared on that, baby. But
Give me some
I'm about to
whiskey.
stop it.
listen,
First off,
my
now
shot
you want
glasses
brown
are going to
liquor?
be full of
I
water.
only drink
He
brown
only
liquor.
ever drinks brown. I was
I-
surprised
Don't
he
do me
said
like
wine.
that.
I was
did that
shocked.
for y'all today.
You could have had anything you wanted.
You could
But
have.
I wanted to be a
Because
part
over
of
here,
the
I see the thing is,
throuple.
this is A1 over here, baby.
See, the thing is-
shout out to Joe Budden Network. We're over
Top
here.
shelf.
Whatever
That's
you
my
want.
brother.
Top shelf,
Whatever
top
you
tier.
want.
Top shelf, top tier only.
I already know.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
But yeah, Cameron went on Drink Champs and he was talking about, signing deals early on. For those of you who were
I knew that was going to happen.
Oh, did you spill it?
I mean, isn't that a rain jacket?
Okay. We're going to get some paper towels. Carl, please.
Look, here, see, the thing
Shake
is,
it.
we have paper towels.
We have everything you need. So Cameron went on Drink Champs and was talking about like his career, his early moments, and something that he shared, and Noriega actually chimed in and agreed, was that they both very early on, when you're young and you just want money, you sign deals and you don't always read them and you don't always pay attention, and a lot of times those deals include your publishing. Yeah. Like Cameron signed a deal that literally granted the first label he was a part of, that granted them 50% of his publishing off top. Noriega signed a deal, his first deal he said he signed, they owned all of his publishing. And I can't legally speak on all of the terms of my deal, but I can say that I signed a deal that was also similar to that, in that the terms and stipulations of my deal would not really allow me to fully recoup and enter into an options period to get myself out for a really long time. Like the stipulations were so unconscionable from the deal. And granted, it happens to everybody, right?
You was hungry.
I was new. I was hungry. I wanted the bread, right?
You wanted the deal.
I wanted the deal. I wanted the bread. I wanted the deal. And so it happened so often, and I'm so relieved that so many artists are coming out and speaking to the younger generation and the younger audience about the importance of ownership, right? Like even if you can't own all of it, right? At least own some. Because in watching Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind and Fire last night, and they write their record, they own their records. Like even they own their records, they own the rights to their music. It's like that's such an important piece of your legacy. It's an important piece of of your
generational
stamp.
wealth.
Yeah, of your stamp.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I did want to. You still own all your publishing, right?
Yeah, I'm on my publishing.
You own all your publishing.
Yeah, you rich, daddy.
You don't see all this gold.
You know, I see it.
You don't see all this
He look like my Jamaican daddy.
That's Panamanian, boy.
Oh, okay, same shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm not gonna hold you.
Put my glasses back on for that.
My daddy over 50 and has a ring on every goddamn
But that's
finger.
where I learned from. I learned from all the older poppies in my family. Yeah,
he's the same. Well, and then my
For the
dad worked
record-
in St. Croix for a little bit, and gold over there is much cheaper in the Virgin Islands.
Period.
Oh, yeah.
Load it up. Load it up.
My first time meeting Ro, he was frying fish.
Yeah.
He was frying
Oh,
fish.
do you eat the eyeballs out the head?
Nah.
I do.
Oh,
But don't do that.
My dad's Bahamian. Every
But I do that?
We eat
But I
the, we
do
eat
that.
the
No,
fish
you don't
heads
eat
and
the-
the eyes.
Nah, y'all can have the
There's a
eyeball.
lot of good protein in fish.
Y'all know
heard.
I'm gonna bring up. Yes,
Heard
I
it's
was
good
just
luck
gonna
or
bring up
something.
Kodak.
Kodak
So
fish.
Kodak Black got
saw
a
that.
video.
I was losing it.
I was losing it. Okay, so
You
here's the
loved
thing.
it.
So my
Kodak
dad
Black looks crazy doing anything. I just want to be known.
I love Kodak though, yo.
He is such a character. Like
I love
anything
this
he
dude,
does on
man.
camera, I'm just like, bro,
Look.
he's like Animal from the Muppet Babies. That's what he makes me think of. The way he's just always
or
in the
Eye was
camera.
flew in his
or-
mouth.
you
He's
never
hilarious.
sucked the eyeballs out?
No.
I have.
Have you ever had?
Please,
have
no.
That's how you get him out.
Wait,
I don't want
Okay,
it.
have you
That's
ever
how you
had
get 'em
fish heads too?
My grandmother,
Yeah.
I have.
Okay.
You know Grandma
So-
made fish heads
Of
too.
course.
Stop
So you don't
playing.
think the eyeballs was floating somewhere in the
I don't
stew?
care. If it's in the juice, me don't.
in the juice,
Go ahead, give me the accent.
If it's in the juice, that's cool. But if it's
No, give the
I don't-
accent. Make the girls' pussies
I
wet.
don't want it. I don't want that. Nah, I can't do that. I don't like that.
No,
fish head.
you
Fish
said none
head.
of that.
I like fish head. It was pretty good.
Well,
I
I'm
just
cool.
laugh because Kodak really just be giving me like.
First
all
off,
over
he gives us Florida. Calm down,
He's
and that's
Florida.
it.
I don't
And
know
that's it.
anybody else that does that. I'm not putting that on Florida. Same way I'm not going to put, open toes
Nah,
in
I
the
do
50
see
50 degree
Florida.
weather.
I do see Florida with him. Like when I
Duh,
think
he's
about
Florida.
Florida. No, but I'm saying when I think about
I don't know if whatever you're about to
artists
say
and
is
dudes
good.
and my cousin. Now my cousins lived in Florida. I just know that that's the energy. They just like, wow, they do what they want. Don't look at me.
I
Like
do
that
do
'cause
what
you
I
Florida.
want. I do what I want, y'all.
It's free. I
and
love
I do.
it.
Can I shout out to all the listeners?
I know. Can we
down
get to
south?
our southern
Can we-
moments? They're supposed to be
Here
words.
we
Okay,
go.
well, I played.
You know
I
she
played
has some southern vernacular for us this week.
So, guys, as I am trying to introduce to the whole Northeast and Midwest and everything that's not the South, so I played some of the songs. You were familiar, Bridget, not so much.
Have
We're
you
still
ever heard
working on her.
the song "Suck My Pussy for a Pork Chop"?
Suck my pussy for a pork chop. Wait, so she was cooking pork chops for a man that sucked her pussy?
It's a really hood, old, like country song that I relate to down south. Pastor
I
Troy.
swear
my pussy
No,
for a
Pastor Troy did not
Not him
sing.
though. It was.
Who
I don't
sings
know.
this?
It goes.
Please find this.
Hold on.
Please find this.
Hey,
Screen Man.
Screen Man, can you
Pussy for
find
a
it so
pork
that I
chop.
can play
Wait.
it?
Kimura
It's something
Della
for a
Diva?
pork chop. Please find it, yo.
Hold on, is
pussy for a
that
pork
really
chop?
it?
I promise. Don't make me look it up.
Kimura, what is it?
Eat my
Look, he's
pussy
literally
for a
looking.
pork
I
chop.
might be putting you on.
DJ Jimmy? I said,
Beep, boop,
suck
boop.
my- please find this and
Oh
play
no,
this.
I gotta play this because
You gotta
I'm
find
not
it.
gonna
Find
lie.
it on the
Please
find it
play
on the laptop. Find it on the laptop.
It's gonna come.
Oh, you got
Here
the
we go.
aux.
Hey, man.
What's the
you
song
know,
called? Bitches.
I only
Bitches.
came here to share.
First off, here we go, guys. There's no way that
God.
this is really real.
What is this?
Okay.
Hey.
Could you also look up where this person is from?
The bitches.
Wait, you're lying. This is what you think of the South?
Yes.
Bridget, you're laughing way too hard.
I'm reading the lyrics. It says, why your dick so small? Because that bitch gave you blue balls. What?
No, you know what? I'm turning this off because this is what you think of the South? We are disrespected yet again.
Yo,
This is what you think?
this song is crazy.
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact.
So you feel like bitches from the South is
See, I
taking
didn't
dick
say
from
all
pork
that.
chop. No,
I didn't
that's-
say all that. But
That's what it's giving.
South,
what
I
she's
relate the
giving.
South with very pork chops.
But could you look up where the fuck this bitch is from? Because she ain't from Florida.
Why she
You're
got
not
me all
gonna put
that?
this shit on Florida. What the fuck is a DJ Jimmy
You got
from?
me crying.
No,
got
you have
tears,
me
Paul.
crying and you're disrespectful. So I wanted to
You
ask
call
you
me
guys,
toxic, so I am here to present.
where is she from? Because if she's anywhere
Where
near
is she
Central
from?
Florida, I'm gonna be embarrassed.
If she's from Florida, period, you have to eat that.
No.
Eat that.
Look,
Where is she from?
First
DJ
off-
Jimmy. Who is
First
this?
off, no one knows who she is, so therefore, oh God, she's a Libra.
Of course she is.
Oh,
She
New
said
Orleans,
what she
New
said.
Orleans, New Orleans.
We don't-
Oh, wait,
is
no,
that?
Look,
No.
she
New
said-
Orleans sample.
Is it New Orleans?
No. Anyways, this is a no-name person. No,
Don't
I
do that.
Okay,
She
I'm
got
sorry.
a. She got
She
a
is not a
name.
no-name
Okay,
person because I
okay.
definitely knew that song.
She got a name.
You knew that.
I
song?
heard that song, yeah.
Yeah, see.
I didn't associate that with the South,
You
though.
just
Where
said
did you
South.
associate it from?
I didn't associate it. I don't know. I
I
don't
feel
know.
like-
I probably wasn't
I
thinking
feel
about
like
it. I just
all
thought
that
it was a
type of
crazy
music
song.
and that bounce and that grind and that throw it and that strip club music always relate to the South.
Cause we real down now. We be throwing
See,
that
now you
thing.
wanna
We
claim
be throwing
it.
that thing.
Now you wanna claim it.
Well,
Pork chop.
anyways, I did want to say.
You know what though?
What?
The reason
Pork
I
chop.
could
Don't
for a
say
pork
pork.
chop. For a pork chop.
Smothered.
Smothered. And
Smothered
listen,
and covered.
and to be clear, if we're being honest, I actually had some really great smothered pork chops in a strip club in Dallas.
That's not what I thought you
So
was about to say.
that's where I'm going. Some of the best. I had a good pork chop in a strip club, and
Wow.
I mean,
Strip
I
club
love
food
it.
is pretty good.
It's fire. What are you
strip club
talking about?
food is incredible. Strip club food is
Cheetahs,
really, and that is
lobster,
a southern, and that is a
pussies,
southern,
that lobster.
and that is a southern culture thing.
It is.
Because
I'm not gonna lie.
I never had a beautiful plate of food at Sin
Cheeks and
City
wings.
the way that I did
No,
down south.
I'm not gonna lie. So I worked at Starlet's for a little bit.
Let's go
Perfections
Starlet's.
too.
Even
oh
grilled
yeah,
salmon pretty slacking.
I did the little strip club thing when I
say
first
grilled
moved up here. and It was
salmon?
different. Oh bitch, are you kidding me?
Slapping.
The salmon at
The
Cheetahs.
seasoning on top of that.
Oh, Cheetahs is different though. Cheetahs is
Yeah.
different.
Bitch, with a little lobster butter etouffee type sauce and shit. Bitch, it be throwing everything up
Yeah,
in
they
there. I love
it.
it.
They
They-
love
yeah.
it.
And lemon pepper, which
Their
they
filet
cannot.
mignon. Their filet mignon.
Sorry
See.
if we are making y'all hungry right now.
Boy.
Well, was that enough Southern? Because I got the words. I can say the
I
words
would
for
like
next
the
week.
words.
So I want to know real quick. So y'all, if you're just tuning in, I unfortunately am stuck in the hellhole of the North.
Wow.
Not the hellhole.
Well, they don't understand my childhood.
That's not the
apparently.
hellhole.
So I just want to.
Not the hellhole.
Okay,
Not
it's not
at
the
all.
hellhole. Only because I'm in love now. But bitch, before then, I was like, oh my god, they don't even have cars here except for Ro.
Yes.
But
My man has a car too. My man has a truck. Let's be nice.
but he's
Talk to me
like,
nice.
Your man also has a truck.
Talk to me nice.
he do, but he old. He older.
Stop calling that
So
man
now old people.
Okay, sorry.
It's not an accessoride. Like
She
it's a
like
nice
listening
truck.
to citizens
Anyways,
like, what?
I wanted to put you guys up on the lingo, and before I get there, I wanted to know, Screen Man, feel free to pull these up so we can define it. I wanted to know if you guys were familiar with the words flaw and green. Have you ever been called green? Have you ever been called flaw?
Only green as it pertained to being young and inexperienced.
No. So actually, no, that's not what we call green. And what about you?
I can't say I'd have.
Not the accent. Okay, so flaw and green are much of the same, and when you actually look it up, green is considered some Florida slang. And green mean
What
like
is it?
you
I didn't see the Florida slang.
Florida.
Okay.
Florida?
What is it? Or Florida green? Florida and green?
No.
Florida slang.
Florida slang.
Florida. I didn't see
Okay.
that.
Florida. But flaw and green, kind of the same. It means like you trifling. It mean like you fucked up. You did some shit that ain't right.
Oh, you green.
You green as hell. Hey, man, you green? That green? You flaws full. That's how we talk like that.
Wait, so what's
see
flaw?
when flaws kind of same thing as green. So
Flaw-
kind of
flaw
what
kinda
would that
sounds
mean
like
for
a
y'all?
fraud- like
If
fraud.
y'all call someone like trifling or they like rats? No, it's not a rat. Rat has to do with snitching, right?
I mean, I think it depends. Right now we just say you a op.
Yeah.
That's the current word.
So kind of like that. Okay, what you got? No, see, you are looking up some other shit. Slimy and wrong.
Yeah, you
Someone
green for that. That sounds like what you're saying. That's what it says there.
Yeah, you could be green for that. So I just wanted to let y'all know that
Okay.
is.
South
Oh,
Florida.
not
I'll
there
add
being
that to my
flashcards.
vernacular.
Wait, there is a Florida slang on Quizlet? What school is giving this? Because Quizlet was my shit when I was in college. I ain't gonna hold you.
Florida slang
No,
101.
real quick. Let me shout out to all the teachers because y'all be coming at us talking about cheating. Your whole motherfucking teacher guide is online.
Who?
You didn't even put it together, Quizlet. So when I was in college, I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, ooh, thank God I went to college a little later because now I got the internet. Quizlet gave me all the answers for all my online classes. When I
Don't tell.
Oh,
You snitching.
So
they
no.
gonna close it up.
You green for that.
You green for that. You flawed.
all right,
You
we not
flawed,
gonna do that.
shawty.
You
We're
flowing
not gonna do
green.
that. We're not gonna
You
do
flawed.
that. Everybody know about Quizlet.
Not everybody.
Not
I've
everybody.
never even
I've never
that
heard of
shit.
Quizlet.
You've never heard of
So you
Quizlet?
just fucked it up for
Oh,
the
y'all
crew.
are
Damn.
older.
Damn.
Wow.
You don't know about Quizlet? Sorry. Don't do
Or we just don't cheat.
We just real
Actually-
smart.
Actually,
We had to
according-
actually read the shit.
According to Roe, it's called freedom.
Right. The only thing we possess is freedom.
Wow, I see what you did there.
Wait, speaking of freedom, before we get there, could you please do our freshly squeezed segment because we have to get there. Y'all were talking about the whites again.
Freshly squeezed, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we do our
like
freshly
that.
squeezed every
I
week.
like
Can we
that.
get permission to do the freshly squeezed?
You have my permission.
Well, I really want to.
I hate y'all.
Oh, you thought I was about
wanted
to.
to hide. No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
nah,
Okay,
he
sorry.
charged for that. We not doing that. No, that's not in the JVM
It's not in our budget.
Nope. Sorry.
We can't get Ro James.
No.
So guys, I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
There wasn't much new music that I liked, but
I had to go back and find some recent, not old, but recent shit that came out.
I did want to start off by talking about the whites, per usual. We talked about him a couple weeks ago, and that is that of Justin Bieber.
Yes.
And
The whites.
the whites. Oh
Take
shit,
me
sorry.
out.
That was bitches playing.
The whites.
That song will
Damn,
not
I
be
forgot my
downloaded.
phone out there. I can't even tell you the new jams I've been jamming.
Oh.
Whoa, no, we
I mean,
will.
we can look them up.
Yeah,
if
we're
we
gonna
need
look
to.
them up. I wanted, however, Justin Bieber is letting me down because I really liked his
Why is
project.
you letting you down?
Are you ready to be let down by Justin Bieber,
No, I
Ro?
have no expectation.
Okay, well, the song that I want to bring up, he dropped out this weekend. Bridget hit me this morning like, girl, you heard Justin Bieber got a gospel album? I
Little
said, bitch,
gospel
you
EP?
lying.
I said, it's about Jesus.
I said, bitch, you lying. She said, so it's about Jesus, but I'm getting Afro beats. Justin Bieber and Afro beats? Right, look at his face.
Can you just play Freedom,
No.
please? Play Freedom, please.
I want to play, and I'm going to play you guys, this song. It is called Freedom by that of Justin Bieber and Beam. And I'm going to try to get
Yes, and
I'm-
I actually listened to it, went back and listened to it a couple times. I like the record.
I listened back.
I do. I like it. And
I'm going to tell you where I had a problem.
I'm gonna die on that hill. But
All
carry
right,
on.
y'all ready?
Yes.
So this is Freedom by Justin Bieber.
Here we go.
Here we go. Hold on. You got to listen to it.
Yep.
Sorry, that's where the fuck stop it. I don't give a. He said, brother.
Big
Big up to my brother.
Bless
fucking
sons and
hold on,
daughters.
bitch, because I'm gonna let it ride out. Because I gotta play the chorus.
Oh, I didn't see the lyrics upon the screen.
No,
On the screen, big up to
No,
my
first
bro-
off,
but they said brother in the lyrics and
no.
not brother.
it's
which
I
is
thought
BRUDDA. I guarantee you, not one time in his life has Justin Bieber said brother. Okay, Jesus motherfucking Christ.
Let's go.
Okay, sorry. I just want you to know that
Play me to the hook. Play me to the hook.
You gotta hear the
Just
hook.
play me to the hook.
And then I'll let you know my other problem.
Boom. Let's go.
Fucking hate. Come on, sons and daughters, with your childless ass. Are you looking with your white ass?
See the Messiah.
Not the Messiah.
Yes. Are you weary? Are you tired?
Hold on, devil is a liar. Here we go. This is what I was talking about right here. Give it to me. Who we forgiving?
He talking about God.
The children.
Yeah. The brothers.
Hold on. This is the problem that I had. Are you ready, Ro? Ro, are you fucking ready? You're white. Of course you're free. Do you think I want to hear fucking Justin Bieber talking about freedom as a
On
white
an
man
Afro beat?
on an Afro beat? Bro, I get it. You liked it. I'm sorry. When I started
I
hearing
didn't
him,
even say
no,
anything.
this girl right here that's dying on the hill every week. You want to listen to white ass Justin Bieber talking about freedom to an Afro beat, talking about my brothers, and then guess what? Beam come in and my father and my mother, and so clearly you know he just wanted to sound like this black man on his record. I had a problem.
But but this is not. I mean, they say the problem, but the thing is that. Did you recently see when the nominations came or some sort? Then he felt that his album was an R&B album, and
Yes,
he
I
didn't get the nomination. Okay, so it's just. I'll just say that he's.
Culturally appropriating?
Nah, maybe he just has. Maybe I can't call it.
I don't think he's appropriate.
I feel like he's inspired.
He
So
came
is
up-
Rachel Dolezal, and look
No,
what
no, no,
happened.
no, 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 no,
I
no.
think
Very
he's
different.
inspired.
Very
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, I think
Very
he's
different.
inspired. He's around.
He's using
us.
Justin Bieber.
And not only that.
Justin Bieber came up under Usher.
Yeah, he's.
Keep in mind, like he really came up under Usher. That's who he studied. He's always paid homage to Usher. He's always given respect and props to
But
Usher.
didn't Usher sign him first? Usher
Yes.
signed him.
But it's
So
also,
therefore,
it's not appropriation. Appropriation, really. Can we look up the definition of appropriation?
Oh,
Yeah,
Scream
I mean,
Man,
but listen,
so we can understand
what would you
exactly
rather
what we're
him
dealing
do?
with?
Would you rather him do punk rock records? Like he has
No.
a vocal, so therefore, and the people that he's around are going to give him that. But that is
Cultural
his
appropriation.
his interpretation of R&B,
Mm-hmm.
and it's for the people that are following him and love him and his voice.
Let's read this cultural appropriation definition. The unacknowledged or inappropriate adoption of the customs, practices, ideas, etc. of one people or society by members of another, and typically more dominant people. Okay, well, the only dominant people are white people. Let's talk
Right.
about that.
His dreadlocks were widely criticized for
Right.
cultural
So
appropriation.
the unacknowledged or inappropriate adoption. The only thing, none of it has ever been, none of it has ever gone unacknowledged. Justin Bieber has always paid homage to all of the
outside
black
of him
artists.
harmonizing nigger. Yes.
Outside of that, yes. Yeah, outside of that. And nothing else is, I mean, at that point, it's also, he only ever really works with black artists and black producers
And black
so on and
writers.
so forth. Black
Pooh
writers.
Bear, shout out to Pooh Bear and all those people that write with
he
him, yeah.
really, I mean, it's not, I don't think this counts as appropriation.
He got the people around him to give the flavor and the
Yeah.
knowledge and the
pays
actual
them for
culture,
it. Yeah.
and he pays them
He's
for that.
not Chet Hanks. I need him not to say brother
No,
on an
he's
album.
not. Well,
on
Chet
an
Hanks,
album.
He's
Chet
not,
Hanks,
but-
Chet Hanks has no business saying it either.
He has no business saying that either. But what I'm saying is, as a white man singing about freedom with
That's
a black
interesting.
artist, and then saying brother, like you're changing your entire dialogue.
Well,
for the beat and for even if you want to
the accent.
see yourself as an R&B artist,
I mean-
you don't have to give blackness in the way like Teddy Swims. I played him last week. He don't change the way he speaks. He's just soulful.
I
So,
mean,
yes,
I don't know if that's true because a lot of British artists don't sound British on their records. They sound like they're American singing.
Yeah.
They sound like
Appropriating.
they're appropriating. Drake's whole rhetoric and tone of voice and accent in his music is not what you get when you hear him talk in an interview.
Yeah, but he's just a light-skinned man.
No, he's Drake from State Farm. He's Drake from State Farm. Like that's dead ass. That's Orbs. Okay, he's Drake from State Farm. That's who he is in person.
Actually, he's Drake from Degrassi.
In music though, he's giving you I need a one dance. Like
Yeah,
that's
he does.
not. So that's why I'm saying I think it's a slippery slope with this.
It is a slippery slope.
Also,
And the internet. And
also
the
the
playing
freedom.
field, and the
Also, he's talking about freedom in terms of religious.
Freedom.
He's talking about religious salvation. He's not talking about freedom from anything else other than the story's already written. There's nothing you could do. There's nothing you could do. God erased that.
but we
Jesus
also-
died for your sins. That's all he's talking about.
And they still had a problem with Nas sliding down the pole to hell and 10 and chill. So there's no freedom for anyone, okay? We're not free to do anything that we really want to do. If we're really going to talk about religious freedom, but that's a whole nother conversation.
that word again, freedom.
Yeah. Freedom is some bullshit.
well,
I do want to pass
they're saying that Lil Nas X was possessed, so I guess it's a good combination.
But
and
is he in
balance
his
of
freedom?
things. I am happy that he's in his freedom
Me
because
too.
it's a big
Freedom.
fuck you to a lot of people that
It
don't think
sure
he
is.
should be
That's what it
free.
is.
I am gonna pass the aux off that. You suggested that, and I went in and had a huge problem with that. Normally, I would come in here with my little hippity hop. Y'all know how I do, but baby, I ain't like shit that dropped this week.
Damn.
I will go ahead and say the one thing that I was super disappointed with. And this is so that you can save the time in your life not to tune in, is the 42 Doug and Roddy Ricch, and I love Roddy Ricch. I've been waiting for Roddy Ricch. That shit is trash.
Damn.
Basura, throw it away. If I even play it right now, you'll
Roddy.
be like, "Oh, this is awful."
I love
Roddy
Roddy
came
Ricch.
in with Roddy swag, but 42 Doug, I don't know if it's the way he sounds. I don't know. Did you want to play it real quick? I have it. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like it. Didn't like it. And I love Roddy Ricch. I think I've come on here and said that his album is still played straight through, and that dropped at the end of 2019. I love, and I'm waiting for more from Roddy. But this 42 Doug and Roddy just was not it,
It wasn't
baby.
for you.
It was not, no, it wasn't at all. It just wasn't it.
There was nothing that came out this week that I was really impressed by.
And y'all know Kodak dropped, Fujiano dropped.
Iggy Azalea dropped a record I was not impressed with.
Also, garbage. It sounds like it sounds like maybe the white way to make the
What's a hot
Erica
record to
Banks.
y'all in this climate?
First off, they love our freshly squeezed segment. We be giving them
No,
the
I'm just
joints.
asking. What's a hot record to y'all in this climate of over-release and oversaturation?
You think
a hot
What?
record.
Everybody's
Oh yeah,
putting out
everyone's
music.
putting records out, and some of them are good, and some of them are just garbage.
It's
People
just
are just at some point it feels like throwaways. Like people just got throwaways. Like this designer record to me was a record that I feel like Pop Smoke's team said no, we don't want that, and they gave it to designer.
Oh, can we hear that? Do you have it?
yeah, I'll pull that up
Because I didn't
haven't
hear
heard
that. I didn't hear that.
'Cause I pulled it
but
up
is
and I
good?
said, this
'Cause Pop
feels
Smoke
like-
has bops. Was it good though?
I'm gonna play you
Okay,
all this
let me
single.
ask you, like,
Yes.
what equates about? Is it the beat? Is it?
Oh,
what's being
I'm a
said?
beat. I love
This feels
See what
like
I'm
this feels
saying?
like something that Pop
That's
Smoke would have
Patootie.
done and not put out,
Let me see what this. Wait,
This
you
is
would have done but
designer.
not put out?
or maybe put out.
Oh,
This sounds like Pop Smoke. Billie Jean. This sound like a Pop Smoke
but the
record.
thing to me is like this is drill music, so there's a whole segment of this, and maybe
I ain't gonna lie, I like this.
but you relate it to what you like already.
It sounds exactly like.
It does sound like
even
Pop Smoke.
the key of the
does.
records, his cadence, his rhyming cadence. Yeah.
I like it. I ain't gonna hold you. Parks, you like that? That shit was nice.
It sounded like a Pop Smoke record, but sure.
I like it.
Y'all got it?
You don't like it?
No.
Well, I played
It sounds to me. It sounds like a Pop Smoke record. That's why I don't
Where's
like it.
designer from? Here, New
He's
York,
from
right?
here.
Yeah, but also we haven't heard from him in years, and it's like the one time we hear from you and you sound like somebody else. Where's Joyce Rice? Because that's what I want to play. Because Joyce Rice dropped a project. I'm sick.
Who?
Yes.
Joyce
what
Rice.
Row? What row?
Joyce Rice is an R&B, is an
There we
R&B,
go.
I
is an
love
R&B
Joyce.
artist, and
Yeah,
she's fire.
I love her from
and
LA.
So yes, and
I
so
love
this
Joyce.
this is a joint
Did
that's
she
been on
do it
repeat
with?
for me. This it feels like D-Mile. Hold on,
Yeah,
let
I'm
me
about to
find
say
out.
D-Ma.
I do want to shout out the A&R.
I love D-Mo,
I do want to
man.
shout out the A&R coordinator, Eddie Forcell.
Is she dropping?
Eddie Forcell
Eddie?
is the A&R coordinator
Hey,
for
what
this
up,
record.
Eddie?
So shout out to Eddie
My
one time for the one time.
Congratulations, my man. This is right.
Is Joyce dropping something weekly? I know Rory
No,
played her as well.
this is her album that came out a week or so ago.
Okay.
But this is D-Mile. You know how we give it up.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
You know how we give it up with D-Mile every
Let's
week.
go.
Every other week
Hey.
at least. This is called Chandler.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. You know how I feel about a bass line. Come on, D-Mile.
Hey, this driving shit. Mm-hmm. This sip your wine shit. I like
Hello?
that.
Sip your wine. Sip your wine, bro.
Wine.
That's good. Let's go, Joyce.
Love.
That's cute. She sounds good. I like her. I like her tone. And I think I told Rory that. I like her.
She's great.
I like her.
Shout out to Joyce Rice.
She's
Chandler,
cute, too.
Survive,
Mad
this
cute.
project. And you know D-Mile, man.
I love
D-Mile, when I
man.
come to LA,
Let's go, Joyce.
if you act funny with me,
No, he can't.
he
First
never
off,
acted funny.
I know, he's never acted funny.
I was about to
Nah,
say,
he's
and we
solid.
see him every week on the Instagram. He be retweeting. See, the
Yes.
thing is,
Okay,
so-
Joyce, that
See-
fit fine. I
Yes.
see you.
Let's go, Joyce. Yes, Joyce and D-Mile is a fire
the
duo there.
vibes.
So shout out to
D-Mile
them.
been on a okay, D.
It's just it's an up.
It's
It's just
beautiful,
been an
man.
upswing for D-Mile. Really,
I think it's
to
so
watch
beautiful,
is such a genuine person. So, to watch his ascension in this music industry has been phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you get your phone? Did you leave your phone in the other room?
Yeah, should I escape and grab it? Or should
mean-
somebody
we
grab
can play it
for me?
off. Ours.
It's the orange one, but I gotta.
It's the
If anybody out there sees my phone on the table, it's the orange one.
That was such a subtle.
If y'all, yeah, if
You
y'all
have
see the phone-
permission
With
to
your
grab his phone.
permission.
You can look up what you want to. Is it on Tidal or Apple Music?
Me?
Yeah.
It's more Apple Music. But
Okay.
I just been throwing things I've been listening to.
I have
time.
No,
Apple
I want to
Music,
know. I want to know
so
one of the things that you've
look it
been
up and
listening
play
to
it.
this week,
Yeah.
and the aux is there.
I
Go
can't
ahead.
even call. I gotta see it. Like I'm
Oh,
listening.
you know
Yeah.
what it is?
I like Tiana. What is her name? Tiana Major 9.
Tiana Major.
Oh, I have that song.
she's
I
fire.
have that song. She has a new song out.
I,
Yeah,
I haven't
does
heard
she?
it, but I heard
She
the,
does. It came out this week.
Oh,
I love that.
Shout out to Alex. If y'all ever want to know new music, at this point, I go to Scream Man's page, and he got all the new music, and I'd be like, ooh, okay. So Young and May also dropped something, but
Nice.
really big shout out. Good friend of mine. Shout the fuck out, Freddie Gibbs. I didn't want to play because I played Freddie a lot on
Gibbs
here.
is from
and then
Indiana, too.
Yes, he is. He's from Gary with his country ass. But
Okay, Gary.
I will say the only reason he's not getting a call this week is fucking because Joe called him. And
oh,
Freddie,
fucking Joe.
the next time Freddie comes to New York,
be
he
ruining
will
our
be.
shit sometimes.
By the way, you don't know, but you're considered a friends with benefits.
I am.
Yeah.
What does
You
that
are
mean?
because you sit in on this couch, and we have the benefits of being friends with you.
Yes.
Yes, you do. Yes,
Yes,
you do.
that is the
Shit.
benefit.
And I want,
Shit.
hopefully Freddie comes in here. But yes, Tiana Major actually dropped a single this week with Vince Staples. And so that came out. I guess we don't really have to play because we still have some shit to talk about. And bitch, we is at a motherfucking almost 2 hours.
I like that.
Good.
That means
We're
we got
doing
shit
good.
to talk about.
Okay,
do.
first off, the toxic scorpion in you, sit down.
I love it. No.
Dangly earrings, sit down.
This is a benefit of
Two of
having a
them.
friend with dangly earrings
Two of
is
them
that
at
he's
that.
just going to thrive.
Ooh, that's how you know he got 2 danglies.
Thrive
Take
with
notes.
2 dangly earrings.
Hey.
Oh,
So he showed up in full scorpion mode, whether we gave
Every day.
permission or not.
Every day.
oh well.
Could we get Ro's phone so Ro could play the song? We gotta have okay. Ro got his phone, so we gotta play a little freshly squeezed. So it doesn't have
Aight.
to be like soup, like brand new, like came out this weekend, but definitely. especially something recent.
Okay, so
Yeah.
listen. All right, so I love West Side Gun.
Hey.
I think it reminds me of New York. It reminds me of Wu-Tang. It reminds me of just the feeling. And I'll be looking for that feeling of New York, and I relate that to like West Side Gun.
Okay.
But Julia, they just put a song out called Julia Lane.
His muse.
Okay.
And I love Julia. That's my people's. You know, I love her. She's an amazing person. She's fire. She's a stylist. She does so much shit.
She's beautiful.
So the two, I love West Side Gun and Julia. So I choose West Side Gun, Julia Lane. Let's
Okay.
go.
Let's hear that.
Oh.
Not Nicole. Tell the girl she gotta go. Nah.
She's trying to possess you.
And freedom.
Yeah, he giving Ghostface vibes.
Woo!
I'm trying to bop my head. This is real New
Wow.
York.
New York, and it's
Okay,
only
West
like
Side Gun?
it's like it's. Oh no, not that. Now we could no.
Oh,
that
what
was
is
only
that?
59 seconds.
Oh.
You
So
remember that
Julie-
Come See Me by 112?
Yes.
Remember that? Oh, but
Wow.
Throwbacky.
Throwback.
Ooh, that was real New York.
It was. Was it too much for you?
Nope, it wasn't. She loved it.
For you.
She going front.
Was there a chorus?
It was only 59 seconds. So what I feel like, it's a prelude to something amazing.
Oh,
But it gave me the energy like, oh, where
First
the
of
song
all,
at?
the video came out. The video was playing, and
that was it.
Sis is literally in her lapis blue
In the
velvet
studio.
shoulder
In the
pad.
Vader. Do you hear
life.
it? On
That-
the studio couch.
I'm here for it.
Draped on it.
well, she was cute.
She
I
was
love her.
draped. She was draped on the couch.
There was no hook,
Draped.
but you know what's beautiful about that?
What?
The streams he's going to get.
Oh yeah, yeah. It doesn't even matter.
I just think of it in totality, like, yo, bro, he's streaming that 1,000 times because you want to hear it. You want to figure out what he's saying.
Yeah. He's
streaming it 1,000 times.
And it's only a
love
minute
that
long,
energy,
so you're gonna go back
and
to
you're
it.
gonna play it again.
It's not too long, so you can listen
It's
to it again
beautiful.
and again without it being. That's actually
Don't be
pretty
mad.
genius.
You would want to listen to
That's
this
actually
again
pretty
and again?
genius.
I listened to it a few times. Don't do that to him.
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, I have listened to it a number of times, actually.
It's just a question.
Yes.
Because I was waiting
Manny's
for the chorus.
Manny
didn't even hear
asks
it.
questions like a little kid. You listen to it again and again?
Again? Yes, I would.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
Because I feel like it's a vibe. I feel like I've listened
you know what's
to
crazy
it
though?
7
I
times.
thought that designer shit was just a vibe, and y'all were like, "And now."
No. Parks thought it was great, and Parks has good taste in music.
And
so
I
I'm
thought
not-
it was great. I think I have good taste in music around these streets.
I think you do too. I'm not saying it's a bad song. I'm just saying it feels like a Pop Smoke record, and I don't want to hear that from.
And
Designer.
this one, I realized that it's not a full song. I just like the energy of the 1 minute that I got.
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Really random.
Please.
When you watch, do you watch Smack and his the battles?
Smack rap battles or
Yeah.
Smack DVD vibes?
Either way, isn't it the
Yeah,
same
I
thing?
mean,
Same thing.
guess,
It's
yeah.
the same thing.
Do you bop your head to that? Like you be in there? Because that's what that was giving me without a chorus.
Wow.
Do you,
Don't you lead me to the water.
She really did.
I took her hand too. I was.
You was ready to die on the hill. She was like,
I
"No,
was
come
willing.
drown instead."
I was like, yeah, what about it?
I just want to know,
he
when
was
you-
ready to die on that hill. Like,
There was
yeah,
no
I love this
hook,
record. I listened
there
to it
was
a million
no
times.
chorus, and you were like, "Oh, I can listen to it again and again."
You guys asked what
So I
was the
just
most
wanna know-
recent thing that was released that I listened to, and henceforth.
And I love it.
that was
Henceforth, I loved it. I think it's
Two
great.
verses, one. It's fine.
And
Let's
for
go.
me, I
Let's
love
move
both of
on.
them.
You said what?
Those are both my peoples. I mean, well, I don't know West Side Gun, but I hope
At
that
some
we
point.
work.
That would be a vibe.
However,
I'd like to work with
I
Julia
love
Lang, honey. If that's
Julia.
what she wears to the fucking studio,
Julia
says we need to
fire,
be friends.
yo.
Let a bitch know.
Nah, Julia Fire. Shout out to Julia
Yeah.
Lang.
Hey, Joe, can we get a stylist budget up in here? Julia
What's up,
Lang,
Joe?
what's up?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, you don't think
Joe
no?
like, no.
I don't
not
want,
gonna-
I don't
Joe
want,
said no.
I'm not going to push it with a stylist.
I was
budget.
okay. Yeah, we don't want to recoup
No,
that.
no.
Never mind.
Joe
Never
said
mind,
no.
guys. Never mind. We don't want to add that.
No,
to the
Joe might
contract.
say yes. Joe going to hit us back for it later like, excuse me.
With that invoice.
Sponsorship dollars. With your permission.
Hey, pay him.
Yeah.
So I guess leaving Freshly Squeezed, I did want to still stick to music for a little bit before we get into some
Please.
some TV.
Yes.
This is real.
Y'all know, outside of just how I really think about this man because he's beautiful, Method Man was recently. Sorry.
Girl, that's somebody's husband.
I mean, I was a side chick for a long time, but no. Anyways, I know I ain't shit. Sorry, y'all both dropped your head in dismay.
Toxic.
Okay, calm down.
Hey,
calm down,
yeah,
bro.
she just called me toxic. You toxic.
First off,
Where's
we're
my
all
wine?
in
I
agreement
need
that
my
this.
wine.
We're all in agreement that this man is beautiful. I can say he's
Agreement.
beautiful. Agreement ain't a word.
Agreement is not a word.
For real.
I swear to you, it's not. That was not even to sun you. I don't.
Wait,
I'm
you
just trying to.
serious?
I swear to Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
scream it. Pull up agreement. It's agree. ANCE. I guarantee.
I'm willing to
Bitch.
put. I'm willing to put my hand on Justin Bieber's Bible and tell you that that's not.
Oh, no.
Justin Bieber's Bible.
It might. It might. It,
Wait.
it might
It was
be in the
there.
Urban Dictionary.
Oh, bitch. I
It
got
was
it.
there.
Agreement is a word I
It
told
was
you,
there.
bitch.
Uncountable.
Wow.
Thank you. The act or state of agreeing. Oh, I done taught the words.
Wow.
Now, rare. Where is
it's
this?
rare?
It's rare.
Well, I'm a rare breed as well.
Can you go
She's
down
from
to
Florida.
is agreeance a proper word?
It's different.
Can you scroll down and see is agreeance a proper word?
I don't like how you're really digging into this.
No,
We-
because I really
First
Is it a
off, we
Scrabble
found it.
word?
it hasn't been used. It hasn't often been used since the 19th century. Whereas agreement is both correct and common. Best to go with agreement. Okay.
Yeah, bitch, I got that. Anyway,
It says they prefer you go with agreement.
It just says it's best. It just says it's best. We don't have to be best.
well, hey, all the women know that Method Man is
Agreeance.
fine, okay?
Okay,
we
go
just
for
know.
it.
It's not even agreement. We just know.
There's
It's-
nothing to disagree on
You know
in
what,
that
actually-
moment.
But that really don't have anything to do with the
it doesn't.
question,
It
though.
doesn't. It doesn't have anything to do with what I'm about to say. Anyway,
Actually.
so Method Man was just on a show. Scream Man, pull it up because I don't know the show name, and because I would like people to credit us. Oh shit! I want to give credit. Why are y'all laughing? All I saw was Method Man.
Method Man.
Wait, all I saw was wait. No,
What is the podcast?
He is on my expert opinion,
episode
episode 67. Shout out to my expert opinion. Oh wait, sorry. What's that? Bitch, my eyes are bad. I'm Mathafafti. Mathafafati.
Mathofa TV. Matt Hoffa? Math Hoffa.
Wait, I gotta put my glasses on because I gotta be crying. Hold on, time out.
I'm crying. Anyway,
It's a
bitch.
lot of H's.
Anyway, shout out
There's
to
a
them.
lot of H's. I don't know.
Shout out to them for getting Method Man because
We're not gonna be in agreement about how to pronounce his name.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Method Man was talking about how when he started off as an artist, he went from booking shows for $2,500 a show to $5,000 a show, all the way up to $25,000 a show. And he questioned, where the fuck are rappers and artists getting their money these days? He said, I don't understand how everyone's flying private. I don't understand how everyone's spending the money they're spending as artists from him being, at the top of his game. I was just watching, if we go back to Drink Champs, they were talking about how Jay was opening for Method Man at one point.
Yeah.
They was talking
Early
about
on.
how all these guys were opening for Meth. So Meth at the top of his game, he's looking at these artists now and still like, where the fuck these niggas getting all this money from?
Well, strategy. And it's your team.
Or scamming.
Well, okay. Well, wait.
It could be a combination.
It's a
And
number of
scamming could be
things.
strategy.
Nah, on some real shit, it could be twofold of that. We
Okay.
can talk about the
Let's
negative
talk about
and the
it.
positive. The
Oh,
positive
I didn't say
side-
scamming was negative.
No,
I don't
no.
think scamming is negative
Well,
at all.
scamming is on the borderline.
JT went to jail, baby. I ain't scamming nobody.
Scamming is
I-
on the borderline. However,
Slippery slope.
all right. On the other side of that, it's like it's different from when he was like putting out music. There's streaming. There's so many streams of income that
But
you
we
can
talked
get
about that. You
as
get like
an
two
artist.
two
You
cents.
can be
now-
a social media influencer.
You can that, and not even that. They're actually
yeah.
paying artists $100,000 for shows nowadays. Or $75,000. Like their numbers are up, so it's not like You know, you do a show for 20 minutes, that's 75,000.
But also, the interesting
Think
thing
about
is,
that.
they're the people that book
As
those
podcasters, we getting some money. I ain't even gonna hold
But
you.
it's also
I was on tour, and back then I was like, you can't talk to me the way you thought you was, because I was booking the same venues as some of like
You
the
can't talk
artists.
to me the way you thought you was.
because I said, we booking
Talk
the
to me
same
nice.
venues.
Talk to me nice.
Talk to me nice. But no, like, I mean, we were even talking about like,
Yeah.
I mean, right now the road is not an option though.
Right.
So we get it.
Right.
You can make that 75 to 100 on the road. The last year and change,
So listen.
that hasn't been an option.
Yeah,
So
but
listen,
there's still...
what I realized is the way that we defined notoriety and fame as musicians back then is totally different now.
Yeah.
Like living in LA, I could tell you firsthand, the majority of celebrities in LA are internet stars. They have their talent has nothing to do with
Yeah.
how many records they like, what their
You could be
music
famous
sounds
on
like.
YouTube.
You could be famous on YouTube and
child.
literally other musicians have no concept, or people in the music industry have no idea who
idea
you
who
are.
you are, yeah.
Just based on your YouTube subscribers alone or TikTok subscribers, right? Like,
I just tapped into that the other day.
I
was
remember
like,
going to an event in LA maybe 2 or 3 years ago, right? And Jake Paul was at the event. It was at somebody's house somewhere in LA, some Hollywood Hills house. And Jake Paul came in. Super friendly kid. You know what I'm saying? Funny guy, like cracking jokes with everybody, mad regular. I had no idea who Jake Paul was. No
I still
concept. Screen Man, can you look up Jake Paul, please?
This a white man?
Look him up on YouTube. Let's go to YouTube and look how many subscribers Jake Paul has on
It
YouTube.
has to be
wasn't
white, Jake.
He is
Paul
white.
didn't he just fight?
He's the one that knocked out Nate Robinson. That's Jake Paul. Jake Paul has 20.3 million subscribers on YouTube,
Holy shit.
right?
Yeah.
Hey, Jake Paul, you want to come on? See, the thing is,
Jake Paul wanted to do music. Jake Paul produces content. Jake Paul is the star of his YouTube channel. I had no
He
idea
makes
who
money
this.
alone off of YouTube.
He makes money. He makes
can live his
millions of
life. He
dollars
can live his
just
life.
doing stuff on YouTube. That's it. That's all he has to do. Him and his brother. His brother, I believe, is a
he's an
his
MMA
brother.
fighter.
His brother is a fighter. So
Look at
I
that.
didn't know
That's
the other
11
person.
million views. And that's
11
not even a
million
music
views.
video. That's not view. That's music. That's
he has a
not-
freestyle featuring Mike with his music video.
Oh, it
doing
is a
music
music
video
video.
featuring Mike Tyson.
Chill out.
So the point that I'm making is you can literally be
280 million.
Holy
you can literally be
Fuck out of here.
right 2017. I think that's when I met this kid. Super
hell?
sweet,
But you
super nice
feel me?
guy. Like really just normal. You see him at a house party. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Hey, what's up? Nice guy, right?
wouldn't-
You would
he
have
wouldn't
no
be at my house
concept.
parties.
What I'm saying is record labels would sign him just off of this
Yes.
viewership alone. Whether before they
Absolutely.
even hear him rap, before they hear him sing, before any
Yeah.
of that, they would give him a deal just off of
Yes.
the viewership.
Yes.
So that's and he could make $1 million off
Yeah.
of this easy. So without even having to like prove himself as an artist. Back then, when the time Method Man is talking about, you had to prove yourself as an artist. Your paycheck came from how many people you could fit in a building.
Yeah.
Now it's how many eyes can you get on your content,
Yeah.
which is a lot. It's a lot easier to get 20 million views on a video than it is to pack a room of 10,000 people.
I do want to tell you, however, though,
That's very
it's
true.
not easy to get 200 million views on a
No,
video.
I'm not saying it's easy to do it. I'm
Okay.
saying it's easier to do that than to
Views
get
than to get an
10,000
audience.
people to spend $50 on a ticket to come and see you at a show.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's easier to get to someone to send this to
Because
you
it's a click.
because it's also an algorithm.
Yeah.
It's an algorithm. People automatically funnel things to you, funnel content to you, and you just might just end up on it by accident. Think about your Explorer page. I end up on Explorer pages of friends, and I'm like, yo, this is somebody that knows somebody I know. Like, how did I get here? It's like Instagram. Before you know it, you're scrolling through and you're finding other
I
people
love
you
that.
know. It's
I love
fun.
that. How did I get here? I love
How
that.
did I get here?
I know.
that.
I knew how we got there.
How did I get here?
I used to know back when I was a hoe. I knew exactly which of my niggas was fucking other bitches because they would show up on my Explore page. And then I see my man is following. Now y'all sending emojis, and I was like, oh, we fucking the same nigga off the algorithm.
I watch who comes up. I watch it right.
Off the algorithm.
I used to see right. It's true. It's true.
No, in real life.
In real life, that
In real
happened
life.
to me as well. I figured out. No, it's true. I figured out who my ex was cheating on me with because she would pop up in my Explorer page,
Yo,
and
this is
they weren't following each other. And I would, but I knew who she was already. So
But
I'm like,
if you go there enough
I'm
times,
like,
it pops in the
my
yes.
ex used to talk to her, so she kept popping up in my shit, and I'm like, why is this bitch always? And I start going through the comments. I start
That's
going through the
not fair.
likes. I was
Why
like,
is it not fair?
How?
Wow, you jumped at me quick.
algorithm-
You tapped out
Y'all
of the
better
laugh
be
real
lucky
quick.
that Tab ain't there.
She tapped out the laugh real quick. She said, "Why is it not fair?"
You already know Instagram.
No, because
Instagram
you know
is,
why it's not fair?
Instagram is the
I know a
ops.
lot
You
of
already
women.
know Instagram.
I know a lot of women. So therefore, I have friends with a lot of different women. So therefore, I'm just like,
That's different for
tap,
you.
tap, 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 tap,
Yeah,
tap.
there's a
and-
lot
and
of
so I
freedom
get
for
accused.
you. Yeah.
Wow, look what happened
It's
to
a lot
me.
of freedom.
Nah, it ain't even like, wow. Look how
And
this
you got
packaged.
the Dangle Earring, the shades, and
You
the
better
gold
go
in the
ahead and
mouth.
Look how
Possess
this
your truth.
packaged.
Possess your truth, Ro James.
Look how this
Possess your
happened to
truth.
me. Yeah, this happened to me.
No, it's true. Women, we turn into Harriet the Spy. We just do.
The spot, and y'all be wrong sometimes.
Sometimes we are. Sometimes we are.
97%.
No.
Wait, we be what?
No, we don't be wrong 97%.
Wrong.
We be what?
Can we
don't.
look at the definition of wrong?
Where we said going from this?
We can
'Cause
look up the
I don't
definition
what
of
he
denial
talking
after that.
Nah, let's not start looking shit up. How about that?
Bro, you're tripping. Is what you're doing.
Oh man, I did.
Wrong.
I do want to give a shout out to something that's not wrong, something that I think is very right, which is Marsai Martin. Her beautiful self. First of all, it's refreshing to see a beautiful black
Oh, that's
face.
fire.
Her beautiful, her
Refusing to
young,
highlight
beautiful
black pain
female
in the
black face. I love seeing young black girls and young black women really, really celebrating their blackness in this way, right? She's a creative. She has a production deal with Disney, and she's currently producing a pilot for a show that's called Saturdays. And it's the main character is going to be a young black girl who has sickle cell, and she wants to highlight and showcase.
Experience.
Well, not even just positive, but realities of black life. But she has a no black pain rule, where she doesn't want the
There's
stories
other
that
stories
are told.
of black than slavery. I
There's-
get it.
Correct.
There's other stories.
There's other things and other
love that.
perspectives.
Black people turning black people in, like, is what we've been getting
That's
with
not what
Right.
we're
Queen.
talking about.
Well, Queen and
But
the
let's
Slim,
go.
the Fred Hampton. Like, well, I spoke about this
Yeah.
already. Is that like
Well,
we've been
more,
getting
but also
that
like,
trauma.
but also, the domestic abuse and the pains and traumas of poverty and all of those things we see all the time.
From
you know what
Tyler
I'm saying?
Perry.
We see all the. I mean, and not even. Jesus Christ.
You, bitch, all I thought of was
Not
Tyler
even
Perry
just,
when you said that.
but not even just Tyler Perry. We see black
What
pain.
role?
We see black pain all over the
You
place.
fix your
I
friend
hate her.
face.
I hate her.
Fix your friend face.
I was talking about more substantial, emotionally, mentally stimulating things other than fucking
Berry.
right. Other than Medea, I was really trying to go a little deeper than Medea, and even go as far as to say incredible creators like Spike Lee and John Singleton have also mastered showcasing black pain on a big screen. They have, but also.
R.I.P.
There's enough, yes, R.I.P. John Singleton. But like even watching Snowfall, that to me is a dramatic show, and it also highlights a lot of black pain. And I think something that she's trying to do is turn a page and create history in that way, where she is able to paint a different picture and provide a narrative that is still very, and she said it, she was like, I know everybody hates the word authentic, but it's still a very authentic black
was just about to say
experience that doesn't have to always stem from trauma. It doesn't always have to be showcased and highlighted around coming up with nothing and pulling yourself up by your bootstraps and not having a 2-parent home. It's like she's trying to dispel all of the negative stereotypes and profiles that are now being given the platform to become more of the norm of what we saw, as kids, right? Watching the Cosbys, watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where it's like Uncle Phil, even though he lives in a white neighborhood, it's normal. It's a two-family household, 2-income household, lots of kids. They have money. They own their like it's a normal. It's continuing to normalize. And not just normalize, because I feel like for a lot of black people, it's normal. So I don't want to say normalize as if it's something that hasn't been normal, but really highlight that aspect of the normalcy that exists in black families and black communities in the culture. And I think she's doing an incredible service to our generation by reminding us of how normal it is, but also giving other young black girls an opportunity to see someone that looks like them, really, really trying to pave the way in a very different and more powerful and more impactful light. So shout out to Marsai.
I think it's the same power, because the black experience varies.
It does.
The black experience varies, and I think that even us, we've experienced things different. I didn't really experience racism. So my experience as the black experience is different. I'm
How
a
so?
military brat, so
Right.
I've traveled. So wherever I went, they kind of accepted me as the new kid that was cool coming in. So
Right.
my experience wasn't racism.
Right.
My experience with racism, I experienced as an adult.
Well, because your introduction then as a kid, and even as an adolescent, was
And not so much even racism. It's just
well
the action of
because
it.
your entry point was based on the community foundation, which was the fact that your family was in the military. So that minimizes too, right? Some of the stigmas attached to what military.
And I feel like my parents protected us
Of course,
from that too.
and military
and
culture-
I'm Panamanian, so it's like
Right.
different.
Military and Caribbean, military and West Indian culture are their own subcultures.
For sure different.
It is a very different.
Which is
a
why
very
last
different
week
walk.
when y'all was trying to get on me, y'all Jamaicans be cheating, but I ain't gonna get back to that.
What?
No, I'm sorry. But I did want to say too, but before we leave off of Black pain and the representation
We need that, though.
of Black families, I wanted to say though too, I have friends, and hopefully she's able to come on the show soon. We've had a lot of conversations where she did grow up in a two-parent household, two-income household, came
too.
from money, and
Me too.
Yeah, I was like,
she felt pushed away from other people that looked like her, other Black people, because she didn't have struggle.
Exactly.
So there
I
was
experienced it
there
that
was a
way.
whole nother
Really?
conversation
I didn't
there.
experience
Yeah.
it from I experienced it from my own
From your
people.
own people because you didn't
I
struggle.
had a caddy. I was
Yeah.
good. Like they were like, "Who do you think you are?"
because you didn't struggle.
Oh, you don't struggle. You fly. Like you got. My mom made sure that we was always
good.
good.
But your peers
But
looked
my
down
peers
on that.
looked at
Yep.
me different, and so I struggled with that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't
Yeah.
experience with racism until
white
I was
people.
older.
Wow.
And when I wanted to advance in career wise is when
Right.
I experienced it,
course.
but not with my people.
Yeah. But
You know?
but that conversation was had often.
So the story
where
varies
there
with
is.
her.
It does vary. Yes.
She's younger, so maybe her experience and her perspective is not
'Cause she's Gen
slavery.
Z.
And
She's
I don't
different,
have
right.
to deal with that.
But I also think she has a unique. She herself has a
Energy.
unique experience
Yeah, yeah,
because
But she's a
she's
millionaire
been
before
honored-
18 too.
Yeah, but it's also her introduction to us in Hollywood was a part of a very successful black family show.
Yeah.
So her entry point
We
was
looked at her a certain
yeah,
way.
her
Yeah.
entry point was already off rip, not
Perspective.
giving like we weren't watching her on The Shy play a struggling kid trying to figure out how to stay alive in the hood. That
But do you
wasn't
think
that wasn't
holds
the introduction.
But do you think that holds actresses and actors to who they are by the part that they play?
100. I mean, 100%. I mean, we talked about even Daniel Kaluuya.
I think it depends.
Not wanting to do certain roles. I think that as even just being the color of your skin, you automatically fit into certain roles into Hollywood, which is unfortunate. I think another thing that does play to her, and I don't want to get into the colorism aspect, but the fact that she's not light skinned.
Right.
So even the light skin plight, like we've talked about even how Tracee Ellis Ross and things like that, I don't think she could be, as a biracial woman who does identify as a Black woman, could come out and speak wholly in the way that Marsai Martin can,
I
simply
agree.
because of the color of her skin. There's a lot of layers to it. When we talk about the Aunt Viv
Yeah.
thing that happened with Fresh Prince, there's a lot
Listen.
that relate to her that may not even relate to a Zendaya.
And
she's Black
and
when it benefits the Black community. Otherwise, no, girl, you're biracial. You don't know the Black experience as a biracial woman. Oh, we get into that because we're
we
both
get into
biracial.
that all the time. But also something that I would like to say that I think is an important point to make, and something I've noticed even with Rashida Jones having played Kenya Barris's wife on Black as Fuck. People hated that because
Yeah.
she wasn't Black enough, and it's like, bro, she's Quincy Jones's daughter. You gonna put some respect on that woman's name,
Right.
Number one. Number two, it's all of the protective antics around Meghan Markle now because she's a mixed race woman that is a black woman that has been under scrutiny and under racial fire from the British press and British media, right?
And wait, also
people
wait.
pick and choose though.
I was gonna
people
say-
pick and choose, and I do want to say before
Go
you
ahead.
interject, the point that I want to make is Hollywood has a really interesting way
Yeah.
of diluting the Black story and narrative that gets told by integrating it and by making it an interracial story. So I think another beautiful thing about what Marseille is doing is that she's now creating a space for a fully Black story to be told and exist without any bounds and limitations and any confines that are set by, you know, having a white mom and a Black dad, or a white dad and a Black mom, and trying to we see it all the time. It's trendy now to be interracial. It's trendy now. You watch commercials and you see it. There's Cheerios commercials and
It's
Geico
trendy now
commercials.
to be everything.
It's trendy now to have a mixed race family,
Period.
which at the end of the day, however the kids grow up and identify and can explain their own experience as a mixed person or as a Black person, however they identify, at the end of the day, it should not minimize a whole Black experience.
Right.
And I take some offense as a mixed race person to the fact that a lot of Hollywood has attempted to paint a picture and tell a Black story with an integrated narrative in an attempt to sort of pad the approach and make the Black experience more relatable for white people by integrating it, right? So like there's a show on Netflix now, Ginny and Georgia, I think is the name of the show.
Yeah.
And
God.
it's a white mom with a Black daughter, and she clearly, she has a Black partner, and they have an interracial daughter, and you watch kind of the relationship between mother and daughter, and they don't look anything alike. They don't look like they could be related at all. It's just a very stereotypical way to, I'm so sorry. It's just a very stereotypical way to normalize a mother-daughter relationship between a white woman and a Black daughter, and try to make the Black experience for a Black girl in a white community more digestible to white people. I just think it's
so?
whack.
Because
Yeah.
I think that
I
in
think
the
it's
world,
very deliberate. I do.
But the world we live in, I think
Is
that
this now?
there are a lot of white mothers with Black daughters.
We are both
are.
products of
And
such.
I feel like that is where America is in this point. It is
But
integrated. So
it is.
therefore, this
This
is
needs to
showing
be shown.
the girl's perspective as both, because I feel like
Right.
you don't really know where you fit when you're white and you're Black. So you're really trying
Right.
to adopt both.
But it also still generalizes and profiles what the mixed experience is like.
But that's where we are in the world.
I know, but to me, it's centered around trying to tell trying to paint a picture. Number one, that's not really correct about the mixed. It's like you said. Everybody has a different Black experience.
Yeah.
Everybody also has a different mixed experience, right? They're not
A
always
lot
the
of my
same.
female friends are mixed, and
Yeah.
I listen to their experience as growing up in high school and how they might not have fit. We have a
Oh,
friend
yeah, all the time.
who is close to us. I'm not going to call her out, but she shares with me. She's African. Her mom is Jewish. She has to imagine being African and fitting African culture. Imagine Jewish culture, fitting that, and then trying to fit in between and figure that out. That's America right now. We are in the mixing and melting pot.
Yes,
here's my thing.
but I
Go ahead, 'cause
I do think that
I want to bring up men in this too.
Yeah, sure.
But not just women.
The part that's upsetting to me is that, number one, it paints the mixed experience as being very linear. But number two, it also, like I said, it waters down most of the stories that we see now. It feels like it's pandering to a white audience and trying to tell a Black story by making it mixed.
Because it's white companies that own it.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm even if it is,
It
it's
has
still
to be soft porn. Not soft porn, but it has to be
Yeah.
a soft approach to
Come on, Bliss.
what it is. Because people can't handle the truth.
I just want the approach. I want the approach to be
smack.
by creative. Yeah, I want the approach by creatives to be a little
What you
bit.
about to say?
Well, to be more
boiling up.
Yeah,
imaginative.
well, no, because here's the thing, and not to keep shouting out other pods, I have been completely in love with everything that I Am Athlete is putting out.
Yes.
Recently, they put out a conversation, and I don't know how recent it was. I've just been going down the whole catalog, but they were talking about quarterbacks in today's era, and this is not a sports podcast, but they were talking about the respect of, well, first off, it being the era of Black quarterbacks, and they were talking about the respect that Patrick Mahomes has been given, but he's still a Black quarterback, but he's biracial. And so the conversation was that, and they were saying in that very instance, they took away Patrick Mahomes' blackness and said, well, he's viewed in a certain way because he's biracial. Mind you, hold on. And
Hasn't that been since forever?
However, Channing Crowder is on the panel there.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, as a man, as a black man with a white mother, I'm telling you right now, when I go out into the world, they don't give me a pass because I have a white mom. I'm looked at as a nigga. I'm a black man when I step out. And so this idea too, from the mixed experience, that at any given moment, we're given the white privilege that our black counterparts perceive us to have. But then at the very same time, white people never give us that. We are black to everyone
White
that is
people
not
never,
black.
White people have never.
But people will never see me as white. And so even in the conversation for men,
Right.
it's not
White people still think I'm Hispanic. They still think I'm
Latina,
Latin.
anyone
they never
but white.
look at me
Anyone
like I'm
but white.
Never.
And so in the conversation where, yes, there's the exotic traits, we get it. There's colorism. We're not down to
quote unquote exotic traits.
Well, exotic traits, yeah, quote unquote. Then, so we're not going against the fact that colorism doesn't exist, but the fact that what's being portrayed in Hollywood is being seen as, we agree, we don't have the same black experience, but the problem is too that our experience, I feel, and I believe this is what Bridget is trying to say, is almost eliminated because they're portraying our experience as the black experience.
Right.
There is not much of the biracial experience, but in reality, we're not ever seen as white people walking into any room.
But
so
you're
this
seeing
idea,
as you're seen as privileged because I feel like.
but lighter skin. Which if you go to Asia, there's whitening cream
which
and
is
everything.
which is also why.
there
which is also
There's-
why.
Oh no! I'm not saying
people
no. I
view
do
light
get,
skin as a
come
superior
on,
trait.
Jamaicans use lightning scream. Like
Yes.
there's other Hispanics and Caribbeans they
But
use
the
it.
reason this is so obviously problematic is because all of the mixed race people that you see all look the same. It's all alike.
Bitch, I ain't
it's
got
all a
curly
black
hair.
girl with curly, soft curly hair.
Girl, your hair curly and your hair curly too.
I know, but what I'm saying is the women that they use or the characters that they use
Are that
always
type of girl.
darker than Mandy, darker
Yeah,
than
but
me,
you
but they're
gotta-
not darker than you, or they're the same complexion as you, and they have kinky hair or curly hair.
But you know what that means though?
What does that mean?
That means y'all supposed to come together and tell your experience.
That's why we here on See the Thing
That
Is.
means you're supposed to present
Yes.
your story because that is someone who came and shared their experience.
Because it's also
and
it's
that's
also,
what
but
they
that's,
looked like.
But that's also why I'm saying it's very obviously an agenda to placate to white people. Like, hey, this is a black person that gets along with white people. Because 9 times out of 10 in these fucking stories and these movies and these TV shows, it's a lone mixed kid that looks more black than white. And they're figuring out how to fit with the all white people. And
All
it's like,
American has a cast like that too.
I don't like it. Anyway, I don't like it.
Yeah, no, you don't. Like it.
Maybe we just have to tell our
I
story.
just feel like, yeah, you got to tell your story because I feel like
we got to produce a TV
I know
show.
that girl.
Because I don't know
This girl here,
Yeah,
I know her.
I know her
a
too.
lot of those girls.
Yeah.
I know a couple of them,
I know a lot of them.
but
I ain't gonna lie, I
I don't
wish
know
my
that.
hair
I don't
was
know
that
that many.
curly.
I don't know that many white people.
because
My
you
hair ain't
bleaching
that
that
curly.
shit, you
I
know
am
what I mean?
bleaching.
So
I ain't
that
gonna hold you,
shit
but no,
probably curled
I be
up.
telling my mom all the time, like, damn, mama, I got your thin ass hair with your white ass.
It's beautiful though.
I
We
be
love
mad.
it. We love it.
I be mad.
I be
We
so
love it,
mad.
though.
Then it's like me and my sister, we got Jamaican daddies, but my little sister got a Haitian daddy, and she got all the
waves and
thickness,
curls.
all the thickness and curls, but she be
It be
trying to straighten her
different.
hair, and I be like, girl,
See,
You
I
feel
did
me?
that for years. I did Brazilian
the
blowout and straighten
experience.
when I had bangs for
It's
a
the
long
experience.
time. Yeah. Well, we're gonna
anyways,
have
I
to
know we were
reshape.
talking about TV, y'all.
Yeah.
We is way over.
That's
the
okay.
time.
This is fun though. You know what
we
I'm
had
saying?
to.
Look
I
at
told you,
bro.
we were
Like,
trying to be out
I
of
didn't
here.
even know we was
I'm about to
2.5
start me a
hours
pod.
in.
I'm about to go. Listen, I like to talk shit
You
too.
might as well.
We know
You
you're
might as well.
toxic.
And you can come back
Don't do
whenever you
that.
want. Stop it.
Sorry.
You can come back whenever
But
you want.
women love toxic men. Them the types we be going after.
Toxic
We don't like.
positive
We don't
men?
like the nice.
Do you like
ones.
positive men?
I
Huh?
love.
You like
I
positive
love,
men?
I love positive.
First off,
Do you like positive men?
First off, my
Do
man.
you like positive men?
Okay, first off,
He just used your voice on you. Do you like positive men?
it depends on which way they positive.
Not none of that.
I'm just saying, there's
See, we
test
ain't even
results and
thinking
shit.
about that,
How
nigga.
did
We
we get
clean, all right?
now
I'm
how
saying,
did
do
we
you
get
like
here?
How did we
positive?
get here?
Yeah, she brought us here. She
I want him to be negative.
She tried to kill us on the hill.
I
Nah,
want
we
my
ain't
man to
none
be
of that.
negative.
None of that. No cooties.
Help.
No cooties.
Why do you be
However,
saying help?
I
I mean, I ain't shit. You
don't you want a positive nigga? Like who's gonna motivate you?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, of
nigga. You
course.
do.
I
Niglet,
do.
stop it.
Oh, I love Niglet.
Yeah, Niglet.
What's up, Niglet?
Stop that.
All right. Well,
Okay,
Ro James,
sorry.
we love you.
Ro
We thank
James,
you. We
wait,
thank
real
you.
quick, wait, where's the aux?
Oh,
because I
okay.
have something to play, but before we get out of here, I guess Ro, can you hold on? Because I do want to.
Okay.
I want
What
to
are we
play one
playing?
song. Well, first off, before we get out of here too, we'll definitely leave off our prayers. Everything go out to DMX currently.
Hell yes.
Lots of love.
As
and
of
prayers,
right
please.
now, his former manager did say he's in a vegetative state, still on life
No,
support.
still?
Yeah, no brain activity.
I thought they took him off life support. That was a
They
lie.
said they
he
were
was
breathing.
He was breathing without the
But
breathing machine. But he had
today,
to go
that's
back on.
not. He had. Yeah, it's a vegetative. Not looking good. Little brain
No,
activity.
that's 2 days ago. Hold on. Can we get an update?
Can we get an update?
'Cause that's 2
Scream
days
Man?
ago. Let's see.
I did just want to still
the
send
latest.
prayers.
What's the latest? There's nothing updated.
There's nothing
right?
updated. Is that good? Is that a
No.
good thing or a bad thing? That's a bad thing, right?
I don't think that's a good thing.
That's
but
not a good
either
thing.
way, listen. The way that there has been an outpouring of love and encouragement and prayers and support, we are
And to come
continuing
together, I
to
love
lift
that.
DMX in prayer.
Absolutely.
That energy is more important than anything else, and we know the way that DMX has prayed over all of us at every summer jam, at every
Man, the
world
voice.
tour, every concert he's ever done. He's prayed over us, and he has
Absolutely.
nothing but positivity to share and contribute to the world. So our hearts and our prayers and our love is with this family.
Go out to him.
and
I didn't
friends.
want to leave this episode without saying that, but also before we go out of there, I did want to thank Ro for coming.
Thank you.
In here and joining us, and I also wanted to thank you for making fucking consent sexy.
Yes.
And so if y'all didn't know, I was trying to sing, but y'all know I ain't got them vocals.
Y'all got this for me.
Yeah.
Guys, make sure y'all stream. Wait, you own your publisher? Hold on, let me turn it down. You get this?
He owns this.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, we
So
own
y'all-
this.
We own this. Right. We not Anita Baker right now.
So y'all go ahead and stream Permission because it's beautiful. And you're our first artist on our
Shout
Friends
out
with
to my
Benefits
bros,
couch.
Verse Simmons, man.
Yes,
And
Verse.
Sounds.
Love Verse and
I
Sounds.
love those guys, man.
I feel like I
Yeah.
want to shout them out because they was on Clubhouse. And
Those
I feel
is
like
my
we've been in a
bros,
room
man.
talking
Verse Simmons
before.
is another
wrote this shit, man.
another incredibly
And-
talented artist and writer.
Well, we wrote it together. That's my brother, man. Love that guy.
Yes.
This is honestly as well why you could have possive freedom because you sing
All
like
right.
that
Come
to
on,
me.
stop
Okay,
playing
sorry.
with me.
So we
Talk
want
to me
to
nice.
get out
send
of here.
love to our YouTubers.
Okay.
our YouTubers, our Twitter fans who always send our friends with benefits. We love y'all.
We do. We love all of
We're
them.
working.
and
We're
we
working
gonna-
on the merch.
We gonna make sure we get out of
And,
here right.
Make
Go
sure
ahead, shout
make
them
sure
all
we
out.
ride out. We about to ride out to this right here and play it.
What's that DMX song? All I Want Is You. That's what you should. What?
Oh, I don't know the name of it. Hold
First off, this is what everyone
gotta find
knows. And
No,
since
they
I'm-
don't.
this. No, everyone knows.
Everyone knows this.
Everyone knows this. Parks is nodding. I
Look,
think everyone knows.
everyone knows this.
Is this the one everyone knows?
Hey,
This is
niggas
true.
wanna what?
No matter what it is, DMX for life, man.
niggas
Let's
wanna-
go.
I do. Shout out Ro James. Shout out our friends with benefits who joined us on the
Yes.
couch. Shout out to the YouTube viewers, all of the tweeters.
We love you guys.
And we do love y'all.
Hey.
Thank y'all. Come
Peace
and join
and
us
love,
next
y'all.
Tuesday for a 90-minute podcast next week.
Cap. Not in agreement about that one.